ye emu ekwa didie ma ye de ka bi ka ho wo musi wo SP wo ba ye
Oni atena babesi sabri Ghana ho dadwene Ghana ho atete Ghana ho nkankro eho eye eho adayeso ena bribia ne yedi ho nkomo so man ebetumi afa ne ntoma pade afra Ghana te wosai Ghana ekosai so far His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ehyasie totoye free bro ni na so afo wonu dwumadie mu ababesi sese no menim se eno ma bi wo hono mu a abasobode no eko in fact so hwe economy no management yesika sem entotoye na o de hwe ba bia na wo man yesika sem no egina ene pempenso a ye kro no a na chese eyara a yebetumi ababa so se wo hwe dollar ikura no a eni sidi ya no ma ekon kakra eni ade fem obuo enum ne ade so a esu se hwan na wotwe nku akura no o mate so beye mprinu a chese eyade em ye komu hare yehu no ma eya eboa ya setena no a emi anije de ye pa no se enuma be koyie ma Ghana ni ne komu ahare no adeɛ baako a ɛyɛ na ha dwene paa ne sɛ wobɛsɔre anɔpa ne bia wobɛto w'ani no na wohwɛ sɛ nka sɛbe na wɔma nyinaa bɛkɔ tɔɔten ama wo nanso ebi a woto w'ani a wo sɛ ɔman no nka mpanimfoɔ yɛ biribi a nka nneɛma bi anka akyerɛ yɛ soɔ no ka ankɔ ne saa nanso ne nyinaa no wowɔ asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na wode boa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a mpanimfoɔ so yɛ ɔmo deɛ no ebɛtumi asipɔ na ɛnɛ asɛm kakra bi na mpɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ ase yɛte ani ayera ɛwɔ yɛkui ayɔ adwumadie mu ɛne yɛ nnuane sɛm mekae sɛ yɛbɛkɔ abatoɔ mu no onimonyamfoɔ Eric Opoku ɛba afidua mu na isei ɛyɛ ɔna yɛ soafo a ɔhwɛ yɛkui ayɔ ho nsɛm soɔ a dɔndumelo ɛnso ɛbɔ ne chidom ɛsɛ soafoɔ ɛbɛdi akyire na ɛfa yɛkui ayɔ ho nsɛnsɛm no ɔka no ma bebree ananka ɛfɛ sɛ yɛba yɛbɛyɛ ɛba yɛde we bɛgu akwam ɛnoɔma bebree kɔ so a ɛnyɛ wɔ kui ayɔ no mu ɛnkanka Ghana yɛnnuane sɛm and as of that time na ennuane no boɔ no baabi a ɛne nam ɛne ade no nya asɛm ketewa ɛsɛ bɔɔde a wontumi ntɔ ukodwa so a tomatoes ni ade a wontumi ntɔ kyerɛ sɛ ɛnoɔma boɔ na yɛ den ɛmo kra de ukoduru sɛ okɔpɛ mo bag baako 5 kilos ibia na ɛho nsɛm na akɔyɛ boakye bini ba ne yɛte wɔ man mu a yɛnim sɛ ukɔ atifidu mantem the northern part of Ghana Tamalisei ebro sɛ de omu si do ebro nya asɛm ketwa bayire ɛmo omu do bi wɔ hɔ ukɔ yendi ɛba nkateɛ paa se yɛ dɔ nkateɛ no omu dɔ nkateɛ ten nkateɛ ebro nyina omu yɛ bi soya beans yi bebrebe ni ayɛ ne gunfuo mo tuninfuo bebrebe ukɔ waase ya share nuts yi bebrebe enkateɛ so omu do bi wɔ bolgatanga eba atokɔ no mo ne saa ennuane ahodoɔ na vrongo mu so omu so yɛ emo ne atokɔ no mo ebro kyɛsɛ wokɔ atifido mantemu eba ebro do serious ne ade ne de bebrebe a wo mu edua no hɔ asante mantemu so kɔ edwira kɔhwɛ ebro bayire bɔɔdeɛ ɛdeɛn bɛkwaefoɔ beduru wɔ kokoo yɛyɛ bɔɔdeɛ banche kyerɛ sɛ ɔboase wo mu nyinaa gyinam ɔboase sei embefuo no mo ne ade omu do kokoo yi ɛna afi banche ne ade a bona hafo so wɔ de ɔmo yɛ ɛde ɛtachi mavuo yi wɔn mu nso gyina mu a sɛ wo pɛ baabi a banche paa so ɔmo dɔ a tachi manfo so gyina mu a kyɛ so ɔmo so dɔ banche ne yie paa ɛne bayire no na kentampɔfoɔ so de nkateɛ ne ade aguragura mu a ne ade a ne bayire ne aburo ne nyinaa nti yɛdɔ paa mantam ne nyinaa mantam ahodoɔ a ɛwɔ ɔman mu no obiara wɔ de wɔyɛ ɛba atɔyɛ mantam ne mfimfini mantam so a wɔnom nso ɛyɛ ɔmo de afam asemfo su ne nasefo yi wɔnom nso ɛba mefue ne ade banche no ne kuku kakra ne ade no nyinaa bi otwifo praso no kuku ne ade nyinaa bi wɔ wɔmo dodɔ wɔ hɔ akama wini banso yɛbɛkɔ poso ayinam yɛbɛdɔ banche wɔ hɔ elmina nso wɔmo dua nkube kama ne ade a kyɛ sɛ wotumi sɛ ba sɛ yɛ nanki yɛdi no de a amantama ahodoɔ no nyina obiara wɔ de ɛwɔ yɛ anka ebetumi de aboa yɛn a tomatoes ne nasefoɔ no mo ne eburo no mo ne de ka ho nyinaa nti sɛ yehu ne sɛ mantam no nyinaa ɛdɔ sei na ɔmo de mfudie ne ba ɛdi nti na ɛsɛ aduane boɔ yɛ den ana metena se bisa me ho asɛ ɛdi nti na ɛsɛ aduane boɔ yɛ den because yɛhwɛ mantam ahodoɔ no nyinaa no a anya hwee no yɛni baabi a ebetumi aka sɛ kuayɔ ɛnkɔ so anase yɛndɔ entwa badi nti na obetumi akodwa so na bɔɔdeɛ boɔ yɛde bɔ tiri mu a wontumi ntɔ na wakodi bayire wontumi ntɔ na wakodi kɛsɛ mantam nyinaa dobi a yɛkekan baabi a bewura bi a yɛdobi no kɛsɛ yɛfo kɛsɛ aduane na yɛ ade yɛfo paa so wokɔ amanɔni ya wɔn mo ti UK ne nasefo yɛ wɔn keka ka ho nyinaa wɔn mo ka kyerɛ wa ɛhɔ no kura na mfudie nsase ne ade nhyɛ dan wɔn mu no nnuane a wɔbɛdie kura na ɛfo sanso wɔn mu kakra wɔn bɛnya ne timi process kama ɛde tuo yi nti nnuane ankasa me yɔnko baako na me ne ndi go wɔ se aduane deɛ ade a ɛfo ha no aduane deɛ wɔbɛdi am bia so abusua so ma aduane nya deɛ yɛ yi ba ye won sase wo Ghana ha a ye se ye do ye wia na enuane boa ye dendendendenden ukodwemu a tomatoes wuntimi nto ene wo de kogina wo se ko tomatoes ne ko pede bo tomatoes ba ko mienu miensa ko pede bo enso ka be buso na anu ya MP eyi Asante Achimnof MP wo be gina internet so se tomatoes wabu edi ohia se aban eboa na wo mutumi beto na tomatoes no ayefo pa na osra aban se yemeto na agogoni ne mpotem na tomatoes no abusu a amakuafo no wo mu hunu de wo mfanye enso eba kakra bi enche na no mane bua ye dendenden wuntimi nto nyadoa wuntimi nto tomatoes wuntimi nto mbeko wuntimi nto chese ne nyina abo dendenden edi enti na ese kosa wabra mantam ni nyina ye dosa mfudie nyina bi na wo hwemu a wo man yesi enuane a yetwa no ye mfudie no wa yetwa no senke meko no mo ne tomatoes no mo ne bayire no mo ne aburu no mo ne de keka ka ho abobobbo suwe no afi bia no ye hwere se yetwa ne dodo a ye betwa no ye hwere mu fa kese no a wo de kɔ America sika mu a opepepe baako akiri ponkron $1.9 billion emfudie na ye betwa no a eke betumi aboa no na yetimi export bi enya sika kura de aboa wo man no ye say lose sika kura from the economy because emfudie no di enti na man ba sa ni nyina ye sei enti tomatoes abegu na egudwa so na sei ubewura ba bi no tomatoes na propro eburo na chese sei banche udu ba bi areho ye ka fruit no kura de areho anka no ne ade kura de ya na ya areho enti ene fruits anka abeto esi di fruits na balance diet no ma bi ntimi nko yie nuane nuro ni ade awu mu ebeko yie no eno kura na ne bo eden timi janka mango ba na ebusua na nyina sai na nyina pro ebe kakra no upe bia ne bo den chese ye culture ne ya setena mu no ye nim se enuane aba ye nhihye bia ye betimi dia bo ho bra na yetimi akura nuane na so stay ama ho ankwa atwe ema ne bo na ameye den yenim ye chese ye do a ebegudwa so ana ni nyina pro enye se nuane no ye produce bi o efudie ne ba eburo betimi abebu abanchi betimi abebu tomatoes betimi abebu abode betimi abebu bode yetimi bebu na bode pro ewukurum ayefo no apro no ne yejai ye ni kwa ebefa so a se ye be store se nuani ewo ye district no empo wo ye regional level ne empo kra ko national level ye store ne ye ni storage facilities ye papa bia a betimi a store nuani na echina bi no enuane no ho kwa atwe a ye koyi free wa ne de abegum se be ya ne bo no ebefo na be control price no ye nye ne saa ebegudwam ho a na apro ba mampanifo aba amampanifo akọ de bia saa de no a na nuane bo aye den e kan bi food inflation is as a result of post harvest losses ye twa nuane no a ne yama na pro na say to a tune of 1.9 billion annually dollars o it is a kietimi bo ho bra enki nkoduru sei yentie emrahye bedwani esunafonof ebra wo sre mampani se omra mehwe na afi wo moa na wo meto tomatoes president na meto tomatoes ne aduru no sa na ye tie sa nko yiye no a ya nhihye yi a ebeduru ba bi no president obeto tomatoes
kuafo ejina hai a harvest ya na chere say Asante Achimnof ye obibi enche bebre na great minister honorable Erikopoku one ne deputy miaminia honorable John Dumelo eba Asante Achimnof be share ye boso mbeboa yen ampa enso na no honorable Erikopoku omo mame fertilizer 1000 bucks ama be che bia makuafo ye hwe nto so mde aba da ka esi wo nyina ye 500 Ghana cedis 5 million enso almost struggle so mu benya to kwa mo mato enti me fa kwanya kese so na mabo atofo a mu kumase ne nkran se mumfa mwani nkyere Asante Achimnof agogo kento se efe adaka yi na 500 Ghana cedis as a member of parliament se kuafo ye adwuma we nyina na se e difficult se omobetimi atofo betimi ato a me da mi timi na eni ntimi sremo mumra meye mo na asante achim no akuafo so omo mfa mo ntoma pafira omo abom ho modin adwuma efe entre omo ye so ade hu ni say ye benya adwuma ma mabunu na ye ntika we ba ye ya atofo ehwo ye den omo ntimi metoi nanka ye we na nanka ba ye factory ama mabunu domi mabunu agogo mabunu asante achim no mabunu anya adwuma ye sane ye be ya ye betimi adani we nti tomato puree ama yetimia export yetimia ton bi organa hama kuafo no so
fan
kesi so nam dia sre his excellency John Dramani Mahama madam Roma mesra mi ko mi koto dem oye bebre dia mame oye bebre dia masante achim nof enei ye pese wo ye bibi ma asante achim nof ekoso kaiwo his excellency John Dramani Mahama humi mobo the MP for asante achim nof o hini Kwame Frimpong meni mekuafo yi ni mfa kwanya kesi yi so ni yetimi nya tomato factory e wa asante achim nof. Your Excellency, ni komi kuto jeni esra Dawson.
Enti ohun MP ena wo sra se mampani metontu su no. Cha se ya ye nhihye yie na akuafo wi a wo mo ba bia ye de kɔ. Yaje yato e de agu wo kama. Enkeye mansini ni mu bantam no aso ye yahodo ni mu ya wo ba bia o mu wi a ye be store sa anuane nyina no a. SSS no a enke be boa ye. Enunti the idea of buffer stock ebaye no. Se buffer stock company ebehwe na nfudie ne nuane a wono mo ede akuafo no do a ekechire nyina no yetumi ede store ananse yetumi bomode bo ho bra se be ya enuane na ekɔ atwe a ne yigum na etimi amas prices na ye stable ene ya tomatoes no ka se box ye 500 cedis no buy kobisare because ekɔ atwe ho yedene kakra etini bo so yedene ho yedene no na ne bo yedene basic economics the lower the supply no the higher the price because demand no so be kosoro because supply ni sha tie basa no a price no so be kosoro but yetimi store ni ye ene bi ni wa ye bi gumu a ye nya food inflation so much that eduane bo den se wo mma mienu miensa enan a na se wo fidi wo mo ede no a enu kra yasem enu ye dadwene aketua kra yesey ba yetimi establish buffer stock company hwe omo mandate no a omo kura nso a ye boka as of 2023 omo identify na ye boka $1.9 billion every year, but this buffer stock company is there. Enti enyame surprising say ene omo identify say corruption koso no Ghana buffer stock company no enzo ya bodini enyame nwanwa kra enyame nwanwa because ye wo maamefo omo koda afem na omo usu so omo mfudie kra omo ye so aka no buffer stock company etoye no omo ntua omo ka a na omo usu sa abre no ne yenyina chese ye hwe omo a tie maamefo ne hawo sa abre na omo usu ye tokra ense ntua see the Kofi the students
It's day 2 of the picketing by members of the National Food Suppliers Association. And when they said they're going to spend the night here on day 1, I thought it was just a word of mouth. But they didn't go against their words. They actually slept in the open. They were exposed to mosquito bites and insects. Just name them. And this is the forecourt of the National Food Buffer Stock Company. And this is where they slept the entire night. And one woman, I'm told, is not feeling well. She was complaining of feverishness this morning, and she's been taken to the 37 military hospital. And this woman right here is also not well, and so she's been put to bed just to take control of her temperature, among others. So the situation is very emotional. Close to 40
sleeping here until we get our monies.
Money away. We're not Jantuah Sembia. There's
actually work ongoing in the office, but people in here are more like junior staff and they don't have the locals to engage.
We a buffer stock company and they say corruption cost millions of Ghana cedis. I could do bibutumu. I will mock one sem and nan namua. Ye resi a becca one sem. Sabreno, Maya Kodaho. I will musika. If Fudiano Ayatono say, Omo to buffer stock company, pastor. Near the beer feeding quadra SHS near the Adinia, you are to Tomunian. A sika, do Omocano, Muntia, Mamma, me free, a bit to free, be free, be free, Omina, Kodan crying. Omusikenti, no, this one young boy. utie maame no a 2 years ago saa bre no ba nyina yenhwe how effective has this buffer stock been. Omo mandate no ne say also to guarantee an assured income to farmers by providing a minimum guaranteed price and ready market, to mop up excess produce from all farmers in order to reduce post-harvest losses resulting from spoilage due to poor storage, thereby protecting farm incomes. Buffer stock company no adwumani ni excess produce from all farmers. Post-harvest losses ye lose over $1.9 billion no. And komu ye effective. Now by be a plan ye on this institution say ke behwe na timi go down to even the regional levels and other thing no ma gather nuane ni nyina store here. Ke nuane bo me ye dinsi. Ki ehuna mane wo nuane bo because e bebu a na ya store. Nti ekwa atwe a na ye egum. But yenye. And this is the country we live in. Na yetia asase kan we bia kama. Ba na aduane bo den wuntimi ntwa aduane. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Feed Ghana program no a ode ba no Ghana de aduane wa hadada. Ba yenim ho brabo. Yenim kwa fa so kipu nuane no mpo to process it. Se be store no mpo yenim na processing no kura companies ahodo wasan. E bokina nanu tomato factory ya wesi sika kitua bi enkakra for some years to come ubehu said ye sorry and na pamfo be transform ho. We don't even store food. Buffer stock company no is where den dey no mo ye na enuane bo abeden to Feed Ghana program na o emphasize say eba be boa na be manuane aye nuane no ho. We need to make sure say you be handle ni ye be store ni ye and they be to me process it. You be nya private entities almost be bam ba ku ya na anu yi mo de ba yesen ka mo de be boy last abanya wotwa mu any private company ekwa pam se ko mo boa na bunu any ashanti ni ade no World Food Program no o ma hwe na nka o matumi aye kwa be fa so store na akuafo no ma kɔgye wo farms wo na nka ya store ni ye no so ekosi sen akoye bubirija yenti ye ni hwe. This is the reason why a manuane boy den. Enuane ndie bebu a Dawson. But there's a challenge with your storage. And now ade wo Ghana buffer stock company ama ye hu say yenye effective. E was some mandate na kura wo mo no. So on be store excess produce no. E ka ho bi e na me ye bre food inflation e kosoro e me ye ho e kire no. We need to take a real look at how your farm produce. The entire makers are same way, say a creafo and Kabomuku ahodo ne say December Farmers Day na eba no. Enya de so mbeko. Almost wo munko 2025 Farmers Day nya de so mbeko. Ti December no wo munsi wo. San say aban metu wo munfudie. Wo munfudie wo do ana asai. Wo mu bra na de ya ne so obeti hasuo ado na be wiase no. Efudie ni nyina abesai. Omo ho bo pa wo Ghana sisi akuafo, especially omo do perishable goods no areho enuane a esentem no tomatoes for ne ayifo makofo no ne wo mo a yentimi nya storage papa ma omo no omo areho otumi twa de bebrebe na ni nyina ase no de nsa guditi fertilizer oto ya yeka e pa wo boy ya yeka yetiwo ti be den ene obi kura nya interest ne say feed program hwan no Feed Ghana program no kro de ne ho ahyem ana say do mi yen aye ni no omo ani agikua yo ho because koya oboka, and we need to take a real look at it. Na etumi ebo ansha 104.5 ewia ye beda dem ho ma mi ni nkomo ketwa bi sesi a na oni atena ba be sisi abre Ghana ho dadwene, Ghana ho atete, Ghana ho nkankro eho eye eho adayeso na abribia na yedi ho nkomo so man ebetumi afa ne ntoma pade afra Ghana te wo sei Ghana ekosei so far. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eshase totoye free broad yi na so afo wonu dwumadi mu ababesi sese no menim se eno ma bi wo hono mo a abasobode no eko in fact so hwe economy no management ye sika sem entotoye na o de hwe ba bia na wo man ye sika sem no ejina ene pempenso a ye kro no a na chese eyara a yebetumi ababa so se wo hwe dollar ikura no a ene cedi ya no ma ekon kakra ene ade fam obuo enom ne ade so a esu se hwan na wotwe nko akra no o mate so be yempri no a chese eyade e me yekomu hare yehunu ma eya eboa ya setena no a eme anije de ye pa no se enoma be koyie magana ni ne komu ahare no ade ba ko a eya na ha dwene pa ne se obe sori anopa ne bia beto ani no na wo hwe senka sebe no manyina beko toten ama wona nso ebi wa woto ani ahun se oman no enkampanimfo ye bibia enka no me bia nka akire yeso no ka anko ne saa na nso ni nyina no wo asede yeso ye na wo de bua se be ya empanimfo so ye omode no ebetumi asipo na ene asem kakra bi na mpese yehwe ase yate ani ayira ewo yekwi ayo edwumadie mu ene ye nua nesem me kai se ye bekwa abatuo mu onimonyamfo Eric Opoku eba afidie mu na isei eye ona ye soafo a ohwe ekwi ayo ho nsem so adondumelo enso ebo ni chidom ese soafo ebedi akiri na efa yekwi ayo ho nsensem no oka no ma bebre ananka efe se ye ba ye beye e ba yedi we begu akwam eno ma bebre koso a enye wokuayo nimu enkanka Ghana ye nuanesem and as of that time na enuane no buo no ba bi a enenam ene ade no nyasem ketwa there say body a wuntimi nto ukodwa so tomatoes ni ade a wuntimi nto chese eno ma buo na ye den emu kra de ukoduru so okopɛ mo bag baako 5 kilos ibia na ho nsɛm na koye boachi bidi ba ne yeti wo maimu ayenim se ukwa atifidu mantem the northern part of Ghana Tamalisei ebro said you musi do ebro nya asem ketwa bayire emu wo mu dobi wo ho ukọ yendi ban katie pa se e don katie no wo mu don katie tin katie ebro nyina wo mu ye bi soya beans yi bebrebe ni aye na gunfu mo tuninfu bebrebe ukọ wa ase ya share nuts yi bebrebe enkate so mu dobi wo bolgatanga eba atoko no mu ne saa enuane ahodo na vrongo mu so mo so ye emu ne atoko no mu ebro chese wokọ atifidu mantemu eba ebro do serious ne ade ne de bebrebe a wo mu edua no ho asante mantemu so ko edwira kohwe ebro bayire bode edien bekwaifo beduru wo kokoo yeye bode banchi chese oboase wo mu nyina agirem oboase sei emefuo no mu ne ade omu dokoko yi ena fi banche ni ade a buna hafo so wo de omo ye e de tachi mavuo yi wonu nsu gire mu a se wo pe ba bia banche pa so omo do a tachi mavuo so gire mu a che so omo so do banche ni yie pa ene bayire no na kentampofo so de nkate ni ade aguragura mu a ni ade a ne bayire ni aburo ni nyina nti ye do pa mantam ni nyina mantam ahodo a ewo maimu no obia wo de wo ye eba toye mantemu ni mfimfini mantemu so a wonom so eye omode afam asimfu su ne na asifu yi wom so eba mefu ni ade banche no ne kuku kakra ne ade no nyina bi otwifu praso no kuku ni ade nyina bi ho wom dodo ho akama wini banso ye bekopo so ayinam ye bedo banche wo ho elmina oso mu dua nkube kama ni ade a chese utumi se ba se ye nanki ye di no dia amantama hodo ni nyina obia wo de wo ya anka betumi di aboa yen a tomatoes ni nasefo no ne eburo no de ka ho nyina nti se yehu ni se mantam ni nyina edo sei na omudi mfudie na eba edi nti na ese aduane bo ye den ana metena se bisa me ho ase edi nti na ese aduane bo ye den because ye hwe mantam hodo ni nyina no a anya hwe no ye ni ba bia betumi aka se kuayo enkoso anase ye ndo entwa But the intina betumi akɔdwa so. Na bɔde ɛboɔ yɛde bɔ tirimu a wontumi ntɔ na wakɔdi. Bayere wontumi ntɔ na wakɔdi. Kɛsɛ mantam nyinaa dobi a yɛkekan baabi a bɛwura bi a yɛdobi no. Kɛsɛ yɛfo. Kɛsɛ aduane na yɛ ade yɛfo paa. So kwa amanoni ya. Wo mo muti UK ni nasefo yo mo keka kan ho nyinaa. Wo mo ka kire wa. Ɛhɔ no kura na mfudie nsase ne ade nhyɛ dan. Wo mo no nuane a mbedie kura na ɛfo. Sanso wo mu kakra wo mbenya ne timi process kama. Ɛde tuwo yinti nuane ankasa. Me yonko ba kwa na me ndi ngo wo se aduane de. Aduane de. Ade a ɛfo ha no no. Aduane de wo bediam bia so abusua so ma aduane nya de yɛ. Ba ye won sase wo Ghana ha. Yesi ye do yewia na enuane boa ye dendendendendenden wokɔdwemu a tomatoes wuntimi ntɔ ene wo de kɔgyina wo sɛ wokɔtɔ tomatoes ne kɔpɛ ne bo tomatoes ba ko mienu miensa kɔpɛ ne bo enso ka bebu so na anu ya MP eyi Asante Achimnof MP wo begyina internet so sɛ tomatoes wabu edi ohia se aban eboa na omutumi beto na tomatoes no ayefo pa na osra aban se yemeto na agogoni ne mpotem na tomatoes no abusu a amakuafo no wo mu hunu de wo mfanye enso eba kakra bi enche na no ma ne bua ye dendenden wuntimi nto nya
from January yenena musa na enra yede bosom ye toso edu October eba na wieye na ahomatin no yahye November ase yenyina enim se in the years na you use the Roman calendar no na Julian calendar no nyamaye no na ye were only 10 months in the year na Julian calendar no ba ye no a ye call 12 months no ene ma November na nka ye the 9th month no e pushi ye anei eno ena ye the 11th month as far as the current calendar you use no and so ye concerned yem fast da PSC asada batan asede so no fusuo emma twedi ampon se anya hwe no ode enne enso adom yen ye se owo nkwa wote ase a wo waze ne awuo ena waseye sebe osaman ena anidaso enini so edi eneya yahunu bosome foforo krai no mpaebo ni amesre ene se ade foforo niema foforo niema ye papa ena emra wakwan mu ewo bosome mu nia ye hwehwe ye sanka ye nsa beka ewo bosome du a dikan abanum no nia enya ye da twedi ampo ase nia ye nya no yeda so tiase yi no enidaso ho ahotoso ho se no nso ebetumi abeka yensa ama bibia enso akokama ede amayen eduru memenda se yi na yetena se ewo Kukurantumi so a eyensem a eboa ema oman efa ne ntoma pafura enti yetena se yetena se anopa yi ebedi nkomo ebedi kremu nkomo yebeka oman yi ho nsem na nedian ene gupama so a ye gibre na yatutu ne sesere ene abasa ansa na yebekọ ye nsem no so no ena akwaya da foforo aye bosome foforo yi bepese yetie wei na yede boye kotodwem yede boye abosuo mu yede kan niema ye dwen ho ronyi si to do list no ho se na be ya yakọ ya badie mu no ebetumi aye kama Bebacha so obeka last week between wadwen esi papa bi a oye lawyer ni oye lawyer ni na afei nso no osan ye amanyosem ewo United States of America I friend Mario Kiyomo na sembi okan ye ne say there is nothing noble being superior to a fellow human being. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Tie kabo ne boa se ba bibia wo ba bibia wodru ewa abrabom ba bibia wo wa setena mu no ehu behia se abre bia no ubetutu anamon se ubetumi atumpon na wakọ wanim na mum wontensan ye no na nei ye toa so na ye de afiri ho. In 1874 papa bi ba asase so Nyankopɔn kurakura ne mu a from November 1874 November bi te sɛ nnɛ 1874 ɛne ɛwɔ saa papa no twɛde ampon kura ne mu ɛma ɔtena asase so ɛkɔpem January 24 1965 ansa na ɔti nananom ɛwɔ nseɛ do ɛdi a na ɛda no so ɛyɛ Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. No esojani or your Australian no jina na naso yi pa. Sum ne mai emfie bebre. Osan be ye emrahye badwani or a member of parliament emfie pi. Or history bi say or nko akọ United Kingdom or mu two major political parties say nka oba Ghana ye the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party no papa ni opportunity a member of parliament am all the two parties no the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party Nyankopon adom esa ba na so e mo to aso e be prime minister e de ma United Kingdom na ni wiase mu ni nkomodie ne nsɛm a ɔkekan no ya maamenom sɛ tɛkyerɛma empro ewom sɛ wawu emfie pii ni nanso na sɛm bi ɔkan sɛ ne yufa na ɔde ka wabrabɔ ho a it still makes sense aba ɛda so wɔ mu a ɔde ka odwumadie ho a ɛbɛboa wo na den no kan ya ɛna no pai ɛna memenda no pai November 1 ɛwɔ Kukurantumi so no mepɛ sɛ me nu nyinaa no yɛ kai ho ne ɔkan ne sɛ success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. We any asemwa. Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill okay. Na dia na no pese wo kire o se wadi nkunimu nei se wadi nkunimu a enye no ano no se nei wadi nkuguo nso a enche se wabrabo asa na ne hia wo wiase pa eya kukuduru a ubenya se ba bibia ugina bia no wo de bekọ awieye pa di se odi asem o kan ye toto football a ya nyina ehwe bia ordinarily football bia travel be se 90 minutes anytime kakra de beka ho just a match a split decision and I have extra time no be a post match penalties aka ho na after football part you say team beat me chance here o timi show bi e bia 1 o show bi 2 na o jubilate nia obema enkunimdi a wadi kan nya na hyase no e bia on the first half and I be cry na second half no so o man kunimdi no wura ni team bro so a wani baba ahoso no na team no susu so oda fam no na wasore abetete ne ka e bi kura wato aso akodi nkunim yenyi yahuni papi a omo hya abrabo ase na ebinom ya adefo baransa na omo beko omo wu mnamu no bia na omo sre ansa na omo di tini akire pa ne se so ogina nkunimdie mu nne ya enkyere se no ano no nwieye. Success is not final. Se ujina nkuguo mu na enche se wabrabo no asa. Ahotoso a wo anigye a wo abrabo mu fapem a wo ene se wo nkwa wo ahondin. Yese se oniam hwiegu a ena hunu ne hyehye. Na ba bia uduru ahwe ase nso no uduru ho bie mu a wo sesa wo nante. Tutinase na de wabrabo na to nsane so no wabisa ho se den na manye ne ye den na me ye ne ye ntia this time around no kunim dia me hwehwe no mensanka na watutu anamu ye menim se ne ya ye won kwan no so wotutu anamu ye a nkunim die ene success no a wo hwehwe no won sabeka na won sa ka wie no nso no unwie ye yesi ese ohunu nyansa e wo sa wo akukuduro e wo sa wo yokoduro honhom eno pa ne hia. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Tiaya I can't say be said near a year no se ojina hono. Chrono ne kaye. Onhwe yie na wanhwe ase. That particular saying no can be subsumed into this. Ti abrabo is a very slippery path. Abrabo ayebo ete se nea ode kodu hunu ato ho. Se wuti aso na wanhwe yi a onamu kura timi bu na watimi pa na ohwe ase. Na nia yeka na mabo ne tofa anopa yi e de ama e wo saa asem a Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill eka ye ene se baabi a wugina bia baabi a otie bia baabi a brabo ndi waduru bia no eni daso ho ne kire pa ha no eni daso ho eni daso e wo ho Jeff be hwese obenya dadi lumba eni daso ho ma obia no amame a eni daso ho Sir ugina nkunimdie mu anopa yi no me ka kire ene November 1 e wo Kukurantumi so se eni daso ho Sir ugina nkugum ene anopa yi no me ka kire se eni daso ho ahweye ene hia ensiye ene hia yekoduro honhom ene hia. Always remember, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Ya fama Aluta na ayama honhoahoa sa no payin so no manya kwanya sa me ye osomfo e wo Kukurantumi so. Na akonanim obon se body size asesa o thinking kra no e ade a asesa ti ni nyina e kire se anidaso e wo ho e de ma na na yatena ase no den e ho nkomo e na yedie o Ghana ha wo mu a amanfo atiti omawre mu ebinum agebosia yete oman mu a enche bia no na ukogebosia interest da biso no na yetimi je a loan and our contracted facility no ebi ohana interest rate that so ebi drew 40%. Ya ma amenom ya papa nom ya ofa nom mo odwamu yi sika bi omojeje na omutuatua na awotwe mienu ene bosome no ebi o ha kwa ensi hu ewo ho no eye mpemanim de se wa han store wakwa kwan so akofa niema egumu no anadwo wakodru fie o ho a na ya friend se o store no na o niema ni nyina no eye ade a ahye enye baako enye mienu ena enye miensa nso eya ne ho se eye perennial eye frequent eye periodic e wo se bere bi so a e wo se gyahye se eye market se eye mall se eye whatever enchepi 2nd January kantamanto ejatom e wo ho assessment a ebaye e kire se adwadifo nko ani pa 30,000 ana wo ho e kaaye won sika wo japade ene won niema e hyeye shops nko a e hyeye e wo kantamanto time asa eja no etoye 2nd January no na over 7,000 nyina hye dwere be the shop esi ho no beko no na adane nson men kai enuano mo a o wa santemantamu yaw ne esi wadum eye nyina animsem stores ahodo a hye me no nyina no eye animsem ejapade ahodo a ye hwereye me no nyina no eye ade a ye kai ewrem fie esan se enche ye kura okwa shaman ewon kan patamu a eje to was scrap yard eno se nyaade a yero afi 30th December 2024 containers besa 17 de ni nyina hye dwerabu a yentimi amfa dade ba akompo ewo ho Sokoban Wood Market ewo October num 2024 ho yenim yesi wo ho esanse we ben in terms of proximity entino enyese bia obi ohwere na japade me kai wo yawo ba me kire how enormous how devastating e jasam e hayen wo kuro mu nipa afaso awuo nipa enya yade nipa o mu state of mind sisi ayi o correct na o rectify a enye yie enam eja ehyehe wo kuro mu nti pankro no de yere mfie race course market kwada so wood market eno kra de 4th January ya 2025 in the year okwatamale a eho kra de na nka yentan tija nanso on January 6 afia mu yete se aboabo market e watamale eno nso hyeye se wote se gyaahye bia kire se nipa ahwere na japade obi edidwa ebia 20 years obi edidwa 30 years obi abobosia am sihu e wo ho no eye mpimanim enso egya ahye no amana kokwa na yenhwa de bi ewo ye constitution num eno na ye mra kunyini a ewo oman mu the 1992 constitution so to bo ase na okenkan Article 36(9) no a can be which is very fundamental. Of course, one thing you know say Article 36 is under the directive principles of state policy. The justiciability is well known. Now 36(9) I say the state not just o man ya me no nyina atimu no asodie bi da ne so a e wo se o ye e de mane mamfo. The state shall take appropriate measures needed to protect and safeguard the national environment for posterity. For posterity, emphasis mine. And shall seek cooperation with other states and bodies for purposes of protecting the wider international environment for mankind. The constitution ini na after say the consultative assembly no etina se na yewie ye referendum ho na in excess of 90% of Ghanaians that time omo eligible voters ye nyina ye gitum no na constitution ne kan ye 36(9) osi o man no asodie da no so say wo se otu anamon na ye environment yɛka environment a yɛn nyinaa yɛka sɛ tete yɛwɔ JHS social studies ɔmo kyerɛ what an environment is wo space na wo no baabi a wo bia mframa nnua wo dan a wotim wo car wotim watade a ɛhyɛ wo baabi a wo gyina bia, and that is your environment. Yɛsɛ yɛ ɔman na so die sɛ ɛsɛ otu anamo na ɔbɔ ho ban nti anopa yi ɛwɔ Kukurantumi so no yɛbɛnya abotrɛde abisa sɛ yɛ manfoɔ no yɛsuban sɛn na teɛ adwen bɛn na da yɛtim anamon bɛn na yɛ a yɛtu ahwɛ yi a yɛyɛ no sɛn na teɛ ti na yɛ a ɛde sɛ agyasɛm wɔ yi ɛba yɛman mu na amanfoɔ hwere odwapadeɛ saa na ɔman na ankasa nso a yɛwɔ mu no mpanyimfo a yɛato aba yi ɔmo mpanyimfo a yɛde resources ahyɛ ɔmo nsa no sɛ yɛto aba ne yɛyi obi sɛ ɔyɛ ɔmo mpanyin a ne yɛkyerɛ ne sɛ wo nipa no wo nipa bi a wo ɔman no mu no woyɛ nasodie. That is the summary of it. The Aka state, you know, the first point of call will be the president. Because be a oshadi biya so no. Eyo no, and a dinner jina ho, so on has adi and so. To say just some no, and now to say na Messina and a Jantuah a year akukwa edidi home come or far China City more ashia home, and then come over brio wa, ye behe afa and on. Again, in 2018, Anna Omai Yenina Yajitu Muse Chrono Ketashe Dream and a cankai a prayen Chrono Dawson Womaimu Nisantino. You're the special officer, but Office of the Special Prosecutor. Ndiekojina, Article 36 of UN Convention Against Corruption. So. And they set up Office of the Special Prosecutor. The man responsibilities are and what's oyo. Yes, yes, oyo nhwehwemu. And what's ode adwene a muda ho fan. Esise o man sika enwunu no osia no. And I no pay o Kukurantumi so ye bisa say from 2018 the Office of the Special Prosecutor by Yamani Jina Act 959 so ye we sign the regulations say P so I can say you know LI 2373. Yes, I man operational regulations LI 2374. Katashe no asie tu ana eswate. Yesika na manfo gusu wia and as I say there the Office of the Special Prosecutor na timi ama yebo yesika no ho ban. And pay and also young Komai na the current OSP Kisie Jaben or yen in some trophy shamuno or said Dianu here or see a Juma Ben a waye if Shemu Ben a waye Yatanasi, you know, a Hong Kong would ye a dear ye de ebre war. And of course, now no video be babontia. And you have a video now. Do you okay social handles na social media handles no? You will see it. Obia, yes, you are your sreni. Ura pharmacy be. Sika hubi, sika bi huba in Chinyesho. 65 Ghana cedis. Ti Obia, or yes, sreni no wenyansha Bobo bia na me hu sa de no bia chepa se panyia wodu ne mpanyin fie nso na yenya any certification a chese na dwen asai na dwen ye adwuma bobo bia sa and now what we heard na say he's been picked up na ye bebi sa ne ma no okay mre bi posi ni bi nso ma me bi okoyi ni sika kwa fa so bobo no bank ho na nya asem keto. I have a personal experience. Na me nimi nua panyin enam ewosunyane. About 20 years ago. Na that time me ye anti ba kon owo US ede niema ba that time omo de niema frabuchi basa na oni age wa hyehye ehyebi na nika ba kon na ehye na ye military cambo. Eno kwa na atwemu Navy US Navy. On the principal street na ye wuro ne ho ne car ne boxer shorts. Ti saate no a aya asrafo ede civilians efamu no ye be de tu ase weinum ani PB aka na no pa yatena ase a ye de emu enkomodie enso ebrɛwo ɛwɔ Kukurantumi so yɛfrɛ Aluta na menua panyin a san yɛ me boss atena ase na kwadwo Jantuah atena ase ɛwɔ fidiem ha no pɛ na me ba cho ma che na honamu yɛ bɔkɔ de
yeah sorry Monday
weekend ne yɛ
yeah sorry
Jeff check we no ma me hu sɛ bibia yɛ okay
last no 3
okay
what you mean kai
yeah me too
good all right
okay akwaba so
me joso minia yeah so nioma ba ku mienu bi ansa na empanyifo no atena se na omre discussion so no so abaso the first one Jeff check ma me na yenye ehun adwuma do this session na fact checking so we display with the facts there ewo hono na yakan wasem na watching no FDA de ade bi bai
okay
na ya adwen yanko so but the ya na yen so ya na yakwa aba na de akai ho ansa na yakọ SMLD ni mu ene the fact na bushafo ne ba no ma be subjective analysis on those things na FDA de bai no kire se apart from say galamsey no ekuye no say Dawson that the same
ya yedidi mu
that the same ya yedidi mu you know the cancer any kidney failure bapa
wow
that the same no into over Facebook and da ho no that the same yedidi mu no on say the tie ni say the way mu si ye no enti na ya na abrofo ni di bibi e fe no stainless steel you will still ni bua a staini na eni kwan se dade awura yemu but ye dwiri twitwi we said that say no first no toye no na ye mu na nyoma bi tuatua ho over the period no na be hu se enioma no ahya ase eyi na afi wo se I flat un shede hu nyoma no
ase awe
na buza se ewe ekohin FDA for the abase sa da se no eba ya che ba won se eba na Ghana ye kan asem na ne akwakofa na asaba ebuza for FDA for se
that the sign is pure metal
na de etiene se ekwan ye fa so ye no eno no entimi enya de a owirawira etimi ka ho o se dade ni bo ho a obetwitwi kura na ahwe yensi ye ni sa metal no ye old form of metal no enti utia wontia se mehwe media ni ye na de na ekoso na we no ye nyina ya at risk because kwenkwen ye di
yes banku a ye di
banku ye fie ye di
da same no mo kan
da same wa na yesi na dua ne ede enti ye nananom no na nimdie kakra no mu won ne se nnuane ni bi wo ho no mu nnua no wo apotoyiwa ne ye kan se kukuom tete pa no na we nya maaye no ye nananom hu se nimdie no efri se net kokon na ye de ye no scientifically no alkaline system ye ka alkaline nso efra bibi potential of hydrogen pH enti pH no from 0 to 6.9 ye ka se o system ye acidic sana ye ka no e che se o system ye more acidic mpanyifo ye hwehwemu se blood group ne ye wo mu 4 ye wo O ye wo B ye wo AB and ye wo A na only B4 no omo system no acid wo mu pa memi ye O
okay
enti se utresi ye history a obi a oye obia no ye from tetene from the meat eaters
okay
because omo acid no Dawson no ye frɛ bibi se odidi a ye frɛ bibi hydrochloric acid no eboa wo ma aduane na wudi kwa wo mu no enyam yie hydrochloric acid no enti se mimi blood group na ye O no ye mogya no ehye pa enti say wo blood group ni e B a B no umoja no still acidic but odie no wo from chain obi ani de ye O enti ye wo O positive ye wo O negative for ho ye wo B positive B negative for ho. But the point is that one now mo categorize yourself into the acidic zone, meaning who blood group. Yes. What the other na refi? A. Yes. Aha. Enti A B ni A for ni alkaline. Now the tiani say normally no, what say your system no, more of alkaline. Alkaline here from 7 to 14. Enti the higher the alkaline, the potential say ebetimi asaw yare. Okay. And when they maybe omo buy and Ghana ha say ebuo hunsu. So what is our story now? The tiani say ebuo ensu no more of alkaline, ebuo ye clean. Enti say enso ni ye above 8, 9 na. Onuma wo say etimi sa yare. Enti tete no ni na nanom enso na no munum no. Na etimi sa yare efri say alkaline na ewom no. Na esoso ewo nanim chain ene ye de ye a aye ne acidic no enti obi atam nsuo se ya obonso omo kenkan ya na afa omo di pH no aba we pH no 7 to 7.8 meaning say more alkaline na mom say ofa nsuo ni bia no matre bia 6.5 to 6.9 meaning say still na ye acidic na de ntia me cheche musa ne say esan say your blood group ye only B more acidic no no mo say any kwansi e di nneoma more acidic enti ye only B no your system no empe bibi te say beans bebre empe pineapple bebre empe anka bebre because those kind of fruits no cabbage no more acidic enti obi wo didi o say me yemu because me yemu wo me but wo alkaline te say mo na mo ye A B ni A no se mo didi a na mo ya more acid wo mu enti mo sa no mutimi di ye ni ane na yempe no but unfortunately no Dr. B o my hwehwemu say a body that is more acidic, you understand, are prone to carcinogenic elements. Carcinogenic elements it say and nyoma etimide cancer eba wo system ni mu. Okay. Enti say we o na ugusu di nyama na ema acid bebre na afia nche obenya cancer. Enti ye blood group ye o ni B no ye tanya cancer pa. Chen ye na mo amu de ye A ni A B no because my system ye alkaline dada. Name the difference is that mo blood group ye A any A B no mo hydrochloric acid a etimi nyam aduane no esua. Entimatimi no wa wenam the same day. Me de be nyam tem achen wo. Entubon so obeda no obesore na complications. Na se sia FDA fon so dia ba se da sei
that the sense of it is serious because Ghana ye fabric no how do we do away with that the same
there ebeboa ne se anka apotoyiwa no mo enti na make say apotoyiwa no se yenya ben ne na ekowumu a esasa oyare if you say apotoyiwa yanyam no no has the potential to alkaline your system enti ye nananum no na apotoyiwa no kra ehia enkuyen emaya hoden in fact it is say bidi ayanyam ana bidie any clay enti efra bibi activated clay and activated charcoal enti activated clay ne te say apotoyiwa ye bie onyama enti tete no se wukọ ba a ye nananum no aduane ewo buchia no ho a esuro na nete kokọ no ayetum no mu sa rewre esa de sayare because that's a hono etimi alkaline chese etimi sa wo yare etimi clean your system no etinka apotoyiwa no mom ene kukuo de no ba won se broni baaye no ene obecho se kukuo ne ebosom enti onu aduane no wo ma problem beba ene odi abrofu die that the same baaye ene yusu da say an ye dwira se no because ye kra an ye pemu ase yes emu ase no kra ne nso ɛyɛ yadeɛ dada yɛyɛ ayɛ pɛ mu ase na ɛdɛ papa nwa mu adeɛ akye so na wo sɛ why ima lɛdɔ pɛ mu ase wotimi yi ɛdɛ pa nso mu sɛ cancer na me ana problem ne sɛ wei ba yɛ ka ne sɛ ya ɛmbɛyɛ national issue yɛnwene ho but we are all prone to, when would they sit here no?
Now we are in Chevia November. You been kind budget no. How much now you committed to my body to say FDA?
Yeah,
how much na?
Me say ya kind. I deal with a Ministry of Health issue.
Yes.
What say you who say okay you bear any day. Share studies we be about. There was a study and nature say Burkina na ya no. Ye were E. coli, and none a day possibly typhoid in a bush and 40 miba. You can't equal it is a sabi na yanopa as a sabi onum and now onum will be a janai and none of the typhoid in as if for ibo but you can't want some ye and you discuss it in your ma but for me until the multimedia no you can't just say that the sign FDA for say ye jiri asieno and the cancer
but FDA yes or more release at the end all right it is in writings. Ghana, your Soviet say, or more muntimin king kind of so more mutimikai.
Yeah.
You will be so crowd how Timikai own timintias.
Yeah.
The how much near devote you into this? Say education will be cut down. I mean, who say, are they any dangerous? How?
And see, that's why Monsuna Moyen Semtrofo. In Tiabessa Mon Semtrofo, and so say, Mon can once and I'm dedicated because and KNCC, Jumnensis Ukrano, impress the more Mukran. What they say, no money be brave or dear here a Ghana no Emma. And see, dear war hono no. Mamma cause second story no.
Okay.
Second story no, ye freebie be Global Disaster Risk Index ranking. Na normally the highest one here 5.0. Okay. So when you're 5.0 now, a child will say a far risk, a kwanya, o ye no be a bar, utimi so no. Uwo nimpa enti se wo osotse na wo ba one ne negative na sefo na e kire se enkoye kura na ye wo bibi e frɛ no natural disaster and artificial disaster
like act of nature
enti enum bi na usua crisis management e be kire in crisis management no asembia ba ekwan be so na wo fa so akora no na ne ntiche mu no ebe che say ye won natural disaster eno ye hu hwie nyeye ebi ti say tornado ebi ti say bia rainfall ebi ti say hurricane untimi nya ho hwe ene ye wo artificial disaster eno de na ani ho wona wakwa akopɛ na wo de aba se wo hwe Kumasi a the way Kumasi si ye no enye baby e was say natural artificial disaster crazy to say flooding there be na mum ye yankasa na obon say ekwan na e was say insuo be time no afro no na boga bi ato na wasi no no dey filling station baby e was say gata no any kwan so bi akọ gata no ho no ayaka che o say any kwan say baby insuo tini bia no 100 meters. Yes. Usi filling station and answer we bibi wo ho no na kwabrane ato you understand what ton you understand so ye de no ye ya ne ekope baaye enti se insuo ne to a na abayiri afaye efri se nanka insuo ma sase no se wotompo a ye wo kwan a ye fa so si no by yensinisa ye see no normal foundation because foundation no ye wo various foundation part foundation straight foundation step foundation ni ye ye sit down ne te se obi a wato na sase e wo asase yantama so ato one so I think third one fatu we no so na ntimi kwe one one
104.5.
That is not the artificial disaster. Na ebi ena edi ejahyehyɛ ba no. Yɛyɛ deɛ no enye sɛ yɛtewa ne ba yi.
Yɛn ne yakɔfa.
Yɛn ne yakɔfa ba. Ebi ɛhyɛ ase free efie because efie no yɛnim sɛ gas ni leaki but ye the boa beto so Aluta mbajo tie me die ai me dam baby na me se mumra ye the gas ye nim say leak you na unim first no na say na asaba first no nanka gas no one of the requirements in the gas was omudi to gas nim ehye gas nim ye bibi e frɛ no ethane me captain me captain no ye ade bia ye de tum se de be as gas release and I say gas be leak here over 2 cents na show na say dru baby say gas ni leak kura 1 cent which is dangerous
na ye fear ye tete we no do do say kura na wo smoke detector machine
and I me say me can the way and send a smoke detector say the sebi afi na san nyoma kura yenim but the basic one is how be konkofo fie no na gas no because it me captain nim no leak kura unhu na eho ye saturated so with a little fire pine na abafa ne so ukona say not mo for so mo ko eyija ekokoye inspection na maamefo no ewo gas omunu aduane wo market ni mu wo bra saa nneoma ni bi na edwom ehyehe nkrofo nneoma omu koye no mu yi a no mu ni omu ko but ehia they are going to call us yes but oti yenko China more issue before them, my member ranking. In Shiraya fan, 104.5.
Because it's a very common practice.
My member word ranking. We are not facing now. We are not abeja foanya by the noma ababetwaso. Now global disaster risk index no. Me chirawo countries are omuye top notch when it comes to disaster risk reduction. Ghana no enyoma ye basic no yemfa ho basic yemfa ho fato suma ha ene da so no nti Aluta wa betimi akan ma me na ma chirichim
okay the countries that manage disaster better typically have robust early warning systems.
You underline it.
Yes. Well planned.
So the first one here then countries that manage disaster better typically have one
robust early warning systems.
Okay, early warning.
Yes.
Early warning here.
I say kokobono e bantem.
Okay.
Yes.
A boss signal no.
Yes.
Oko Israel na Hamas for ne to bomba. Obete say siren 1 2 unim baby e wo se okoshe.
Yes.
O ti ase. Se flooding ba unim baby e wo se okọ. Early warning.
Yeah.
Next.
2 well planned evacuation route.
A plan and a well planned.
Well planned.
Okay.
Well planned. The well not planned in a hyphen. Well planned evacuation route.
Enti e tresa uwo baby a se atoyemtem siu se uwo baby a betimi adwane akọ. Ska wo baby e befa. Enti me kan me pese wo hwe ye typical dwom. How well planned se BBC a obefa hen. Se uwo city mall na BBC a befa hen. Uko kejetie Dubai BBC a obefa hen. Uko Atonsu market BBC a obefa hen. Uwo Tech Junction se BBC a obefa hen.
And the third one was say and efficient emergency response teams. Efficient emergency response teams.
I say emergency response team and
efficient.
Oh, he's particular about the use of certain words.
Yes.
It is not that because we don't have, but he uses well planned.
How effective.
Effective. Chese adiano ye count say wow. You ultimate say
ejina brane.
Ejane she and the way we see rolling ye be dum jano. Effective. Now let's look at the top countries for disaster risk reduction. Oma countries are top. Omo dey 5 disaster omo timi ye nyoma mpacho boso number 1 here.
Number 1 Ecuador. Ranked first in the Hyogo Framework Disaster Risk Progress Score with 4.8 points. Ecuador excels in disaster risk reduction.
Next one,
Switzerland. Tied with Ecuador. Switzerland also scored 4.8 points, showcasing a strong disaster management capabilities.
Next one,
Brazil with 4.5 points. Brazil ranks third, demonstrating its commitment to disaster risk reduction.
Okay.
Next one is Costa Rica, scoring 4.5 points.
Right.
Costa Rica is known for its efficient, rapid detection of disaster victims and debris clearance. And
debris nature say ade no abubu ye free hono.
And Japan etwaso. Japan's advanced earthquake early warning systems and tsunami warning services make it a leader in disaster preparedness.
Now let's look at countries with solid disaster management system. Disaster management, you know, disaster management say obia in the ministry or whatever national service, so disaster is supposed to be a course. So that
means that your problem with your curriculum now is running your schools.
What they are also?
Yes.
Countries with a solid or the solid
disaster
a solid
management systems.
What's one who African Ibia? Because the Bobo Empire. No. Se flood na me say artificial disaster ne aye ne koso ye no eja hyehyɛ na enya nyame asɛm ɛyɛ so ɔden no ye de bɛbɔ mpaye ne aka sɛ ye mmɔ mpaye ne nkubonsam na ɔde ja hyehyɛ aba.
Okay, countries with solid disaster management systems. New Zealand and its National Crisis Management Center is deemed fit, emphasis mine, deemed fit to handle emergency situations, including intense earthquakes.
And to you know, you need ambassador for New Zealand.
Yes, when near China said, Omokra there are graduated from say, Omobeka said disaster be or her, natural occurrence to prevent even the natural occurrence.
More planning.
Self-made in the macro.
It's in a macacho say, "I ye momo lawyers, Munamohad." The macacho say, "Here more engineers who Nanka momo de Molo not actually because we need engineering a Juma. Next one a day,
United States. The country has a well-established disaster management system with various agencies working together to respond to.
Okay, United States, baby, just here, Taiwan, California.
Yes. Yeah.
But the world best fire service system, California, they are one of the best. Say you Dumuja because they have been trained. Because when him say problem no want to be from Accra, and in Crown do say I want to be a fire service because so they've studied those things. Next one today,
Australia, Emergency Management Australia plans, structures, and arranges for emergency needs in disaster prevention, preparedness, response, and recovery.
And underline these words now. Can one say? Oh, can now do the now kusi nadmu, bracho. Okay, now do a near Kwakusim Nadu. Inti can Australia, the next underline words. No, what's it saying?
Emergency Management Australia plans, structures, and arranges for emergency needs in disaster prevention, preparedness, response, and recovery.
Into the share Nadmu. And I'm not blaming Nadmu for. Yeah, agency about resources, Nadmu ni fire service for no. Next one, day. Canada,
public safety. Canada aims to protect its people and maintain a peaceful and safe society through effective disaster management.
Good. Next one,
United Kingdom. The Civil Contingencies, the Civil Contingencies Secretariat promotes disaster preparedness and creates programs for civil defense and emergency services.
So the Mabubo Bosu in Nano, Etchewa dear Baku. And they say, who say we are not serious? Once a new man no mukayeno, the can say a plan at the no mu. Say when it is natural disaster or artificial disaster, ye maninsi.
Okay.
Now no me can want some time a janishi no blue gate no. Me can say enjai. Why? Because na prophecy. Because Ghana we hear prophets. everybody is a problem because you can predict because
obvious.
Na de aba enti se sofu bi 35 ka say afie eja be hyehyare jade o ika no
because bi an say jabe
psychology asem na wo kan na asem na ye because wo come awun say ye the gas se sia ye kai misramo mama afayam sanya scanning wo KJT Dubai no obeko no obi the gas in where they still
na neya eye weekend 7 brand be PP kakra je omani no ba bi abekwa akwadwo na ya ahwe ho ba bi a obi asoja toton poko no obi so the cylinder si ho eye indomie ndu beko no na you see naked fire then you see also cylinder set and also as
na kra de no na okay yeah chile wo high tension ase dey asem na okay ade actually yeah bro high tension unim high tension opa check the dangers of yet high tension ase and no mu cry problem any say actually high tension ase she tell me say yeah dey artificial disaster she TUC hoyi on TUC say o mu si ne kakra ba aha mu fele but can't you say in so much say from me engineering perspective we betimi asi but no we yenim minim de yesu an say wo ko in so much say ate so fele answer but oko Japan oko China in so mu yesi asase in so ne nam ne baby but a dance so kama obia nam ne baby kama o a wutimi hu fish na namu sedenchema wutimi di agro bibia ye fine because they need to ensure say everything oko ana ya ofe bra China for no I can tell you omumumra when they come here with the help of some agencies they don't do the things according to law. China for no me say agencies now also make sure no entina na me ebufuo when I heard the fire safety officer they don't have fire hydrant they don't why are you coming to tell us now EPA
time you hear say you be na be kan ya uni atire
meanwhile you wo KMA you wo hwan inspectorate dey so why don't you asema me share instructors say see ayetie you abonsan so obi wa ase de misua ye ewo engineering mu ne say wona mabonsan so na utietia na obi o wa ase ti dede na there's a structural deformity because any kwan say obi enam abonsan so na wuti dede ko China mo we sisi ayi obi nam soro na na masia we are waiting for a disaster China fui so monum jote ni jot meanwhile they have
me inspection war China more back you say Kumase no I know the place but I don't know them by their names.
Yeah.
Na you office back no. Ghana ni tie ho. Ghana ni no de na onye part of omo smoking no. Na China for me ensa. Omo nyina smoking omo who see no team. Omo ne ye me. I'm say what kind of slavery is this?
Yeah, they don't care. Omo pay asem.
What kind of slavery is that?
They omo pay asem senior. Because ye na allow no. Meanwhile, you see smoking outside the crown in ye. China for yenya you know but they will tell you say China so monum jotani meanwhile baby a say free you know possibly two things it's either electrical fault due to whatever or
obi the smoky and a
because a honey is a mattress and because me na me free ho neighbor so when I saw it na she free a chiro and neighbor and the fire service for no here let's use this opportunity and this in MPP penny for yes Remo apart from some obeyamo politics no fire service ne fire tenders problem wo the last time I understand was 2013 can no you say every 5 years I was here sano as we speak omuni cars are current now no hose water hose omudi here in apapai mini anami gina ho even smoke you can say a nose mask chrome de be ebe wura kra no mu ni bi mesre I am expecting say parliament unfortunately when in parliament they no more discuss Professor Kingsley Nyako o sorry ya obusa minister for one say onim abosom bosom enyoma wa how many shrines na ye registered the omuti people say no one MPB or Wale MP doctor something refinity or sorry yeah they were debating on President John Mahama what say a software prophecy but issue we see here minim ebi amuna my research Parliament timia make a statement.
This particular issue there, or make issue, but I think that the CEO for recruitment, or member of Parliament, Honorable Michael,
me say, sir, issue
in Parliament,
and I'm say, sir, issue
Francis Sunum, and John Darkunum,
and any serious country, no way emergency. And so, as a man make an say,
say even that time a Michael no receive or Parliament, and so we is serious follow up. Perhaps if you can
me say, now no a blue gate to say then the ACA. Me can say it has to be mandatory. Say fire extinguisher and fire education. A brunsem a what a dune a store piano, man, and two that they know how to operate the fire extinguisher.
And no, but they said now can I say what fire extinguishers as I was like, yes. Me as a zonal manager, you be able to catch them. So the budget be able to service fire extinguishers. Now my sign near the sika normal service, but I don't know how to use it.
Yes, and it's not your fault.
And to me, pay about take what you know have extinguishers, and I'm saying our problem.
Yes,
there were problem.
Nobody
problem. But no, as I now can you know, it was the icing on the cake on the show yesterday.
We don't know.
Like, me home a share as I'm saying. Semeti me car mu kra na se ya to me car mu fire extinguisher na no
and here police for air stop here enti mesre aban first of all no me can me say team subiem e what say syllabus yes sano near this emergency response and emergency management no ye kire in fact it could be crisis management as a course and by yen shall say crisis management no yen shall say from basic sana wusua enti enya course compulsory course because on mind be a serious no enti obenyini no enye de hwe dry season eba menu one share Kukurantumi so every week you beka eja ahye
obi ade kokofu ahye obi ade fie ahye sa
eti say ne accident be say si ene ya ye kasei by the close of the day you better say accident si wo Kumasi Accra road accident si Cape Coast Ahwan road we know the problem, we are not ready to fix it. For me, my humble appeal this morning before say ekoni say ye wo countries are oma ben e wo sa de no ho aban emo munkosua aban fire 104.5 Emre fire service for
now if he say in 2013 that time when Mpanyi Mahama can say ye kofa fire experts from the United States am ma be den tama na jab e hihye markets and no ekosize
yensia hwe abusia enti de eda ho no as for corruption yoman de ombo ma be kan wasem me have always said say my bre talking about these things they be aban foforo bi abo mo ma yehu na we awie sika e beduru ho me de me position is say Rajon Mahama ni abre na wan special court na yehu say 3 months 6 months ye di asem no na sa issues ne tra 2026 the normal thing agents are no being so aban ba tikesmen mu so aban ba kesken mu aban ba doctor mu de ne ba no mu so asquashi issues no na omu de kwame etua mu abesuo so omu diska omu wieska national service for kwame etua odi ni din na ye no see atwe ho manso a if we want to solve corruption let's give ourselves timelines. It's going to help us. I
think say you need the boldness to do boldness in here because office of the special prosecutor when hunia okay yam fast da emma na kwadwo Jantuah say anopai oba ebeboaye na ye ne abadwafo eto aso ewo ha na ye de amamo na bibia enso atimi akọ kama Eddie, am I? And some of the others will can some of the Dawson, but the microphones are on into Pesamo. Yene, Dr. Kesken Usu Poku, or no, MPP communications team member. Sanso and Kwame Etua Patrick, NDC communications team member, and Osaya Piero, Edema, NSS. And I says, "That be on Honsem, that be on Honsem, another who has a bone. Don't for be a dink or share be a and a fee Emmanuel was agent fee and so a development consultant. But you for me and saying, and many or more a dinkomo and the anopay. Doc, Martin. Now, when I'm here, Namyadum, somebody is also here. Oh, Namyadum, and so many. And this is the first time I would have been new Usha. Yes, you know me. And we show much apart. James, we met in Canada or to Toba Park. So, opposition to say, Jeff, check you in a moment, say, BBI, okay. Namyadum. Oh, say, when you make sure go on the Muslim Shenefa. And as a party, no, and by your election, Anya ye na kwa kunya say yesade nema etoto eho ententem so we can bounce back. Na party ni mu na ye January 31st, that is next year. And I to about a year obi a dipo be di anim amaya call okomu in 2028. Now after that then we go and build the party structure. Until so far there majority is so very good. In the last few weeks now you who say a year empenyin for no or more conduct no more kasa no so adaho. You know, say as a sarcasm, train as if for the free. And my foot to me, yeah, party for no, yeah, we're training and say, so support penny, yeah, she penny subai, not that penny subai be edi. Not say penny no, as on peck as a tuchia, also jai as a tuchi. Not penny na some or wakan, say penny na some no war as some pacan, means you'll be your time I could be wasem. What I say, na yam shall ben sassy, we are not unity at Tinyaba. Because looking at Ghana's political history. Anytime be our political party be winning baby, and there's relative unity in that party than party no lose abano. Any time in the history of Ghana, as a sign, that's the only formula. Yes, MPP for me minim dodo. Be a person or a boss in his own right, and I criticize problems. That is an issue that comes with democracy. Yes, democracy will be it's which an yes, sir. It's which is minim. That's not the point. But the point is that there should always be a compromising point. So the compromising point people at the middle ground. That is not always the case. But you don't come in with an entrenched position. That is not always the case. And Kofi make a point based on their level of knowledge on a particular issue. For instance, let me Jantuah can say, you know, members of parliament can or make a case. Abra issue nearby Komunyan can want him. But the fact of the case is before you make a statement in parliament, two statements, no. Now leadership, I review, no more approve it. Sometimes it takes about a week. So, but parliament run the processes. It's now based on the two knowledge, but until so being that superior information, no. What I say, when I say, okay. But the point must be made, say, in MPP, Obia with a chance to state the case. May only me dim komwa. Now say, case now person make just provided a superior argument and not a superior evidence. Then I'll just take back my argument and I'll admit. Okay. But until then, the I say case can minim. But until someone who bets say I dream me media no I quite would now would say cast and panel. Now ask them cry and fuck him. Okay. You know, so then mostly Anna Martin Meda said Dr. Keskin Usupuku of the New Patriotic Party and on Mamma Kwame Atua of the National Democratic Congress and so upon you Martin. Yeah, bro. Now, BBI walk over there. Come on, bro. No video. I said, "Danyami." And I said, "I don't know. I say, "Mubu tot." Then tot. Because I know, sir. I know, sir. Nkakwadari we school. I just was September. Omo normally call leave. Omo call leave in August. The September na new ones na ba. And then November 1. Your office omo de ade ba no. Obi wo ho wa fresh ne posting no onhu ye ontimi register obi ntimi print form ne ade as at now only 2 people na dey omo dey aba unlike the years as I mean maybe they run intense ne ade so that is the basis of my question. Okay, Matthias, me that's the part. National service I go through a lot and time in into you need to national service of him. In fact, you buy no, you be who and never be on national service na nkoyi.
ah say ye bibi fa ho say o do ani hwe ne saa emboa the dikan ne say enipa dodo a na won kratam a omo de akoma aban say omo ye national service no na enipa bi afakwati kwan so de nipa over 50,000 and figures no what ya na o ye ma show agumu a omo nya national service so bosumi bia so na ye tua national service for say na scan bi ko omo na e che kwa esa hwehwe mu na esa ko hu say nipa no kra so no omo nya nipa omo ye existing a system on my creators as can tickle go account in
Shiraya fan 104.5 and we are dead.
I said, my amount say in a year. Meaning, I want to mean just a system now as I was said to us. Into the first day, and say, any young cleansing system, no, because they're buying a service and they run another. So we did cleansing of it. Cleansing, and they say, dear, any woman in film. Not the Akan, young man in town, now you're queer nimuno. System, you understand entirely. Anuti yesase yi edini bi film ye over 40,000 a film na still ye make payment 40,000 ye make payment obi a mekasa ne nsanka ne sika nkomo we say media na me emotional because senior na na dan kwaku for da amamu a anko yi no
she riot fan 104.5
within this spell of time ye di ho no ya saving government over 600 million Ghana cedis forensic audit na buy and go and read. Just this time ye take you over no. Nip a dinner ye free moon. The civil government 600 million Ghana cedis. Even if you are an MPP, ask yourself, say, if this monies were made available to our government, they be any opposition. Sika ne you know national service no. Na if I want to go into details, I better take time I'll take time na ma shada ba me national service won komo. Enti mbesa man fun hu bi enti a delay ni sa na manema no ekoso. You better through this stage, you know, that we need to take decisions. Now, you go names in the free man. I will do stage me. The system itself is the problem. And because computer there, garbage in, garbage out. Until almost computer that you know, the omudia gumuna computer na ma. Now, so also open the year power according to forensic audit now. Government and report now. You need to change the entire system. And so there have been a total change of the entire system, the different app and ABA. Yeah, they buy no, yeah, opinion up someone for your registration. Now there's a big problem here. I show up. Most people they lie when they're giving out their data. We are how go school. We say with date of birth, you're saying no, at this about 2 years, no, at this about 3 years. What I say, we are how when your Juma cry. Now you say 120 date of birth no atiso. Now with the insertion of the Ghana card, who try and try careful. Nti bebre data omo de ma omo school di real school ni mu no. Ene de omo Ghana card so much. Yes you the Ghana card no. E na check it. Wo say ye wan kasa kwakuma anu a. Nti okodu no register, obon date of birth pe na about data mismatch. Na just say ni date of birth for school ni demand. Ene de one Ghana card so na match.
In terms of numbers, nipa do senior ya discover some what this problem.
They run into thousands.
You knew be genuinely or accurate data still won't mean.
No, I am coming. Okay. You see, and what they get down and then be a lot of regulations are coming up. On the schools now, they common entrance area.
Yeah.
Common entrance exams. There is a cut-off age point of about 25 years and matured. To be or her,
I get your
on do that age, you know.
Yeah.
But I check on now. We talk for her school new. And to me, best my school be almost half of school no the brain data mismatch. It just say how they even enter the school is questionable. Take us here, they get down and then say me brave room. I'm being honest with you. And the national service no problem.
I'm for your diligent because how do you tell me is a tertiary institution data kasakra will use in a
local school no. Emra say o person oba as matured student I so when you 25 years. And a hono o mature entrance exams na that the no room. Ne qualification you know e man the kwaso betu room direct of mature ho a e be wetu control exams na room now a bonding fee ni bi agum e di 25 years by force no ko
and refuse a Ghana card no age no so different
information we the man we university no e no not be national service who register with system no so a ye be see hu say wo kwakuma anu a who upload Ghana card and information wo Ghana card e say match because wo na school need waba enti udi di kwakuma no Ghana card so ya wo 1957 ho ni eno na Ghana card na clear say ko ba say information who school di brain ene Ghana card ne match a untimi nya registration Nti ye hu ye no ene Ghana publishing for kasa. Omo say omo de obey gazette e 1005, e be 1007. Yes yes mo mu ye school for. Ene no omo kan no omo ti so no omo 700 Ghana cedis rate. Ene be a sentence Kumasi ene nkran. Nti oba now do data na ba Ghana publishing for ne betena your office here for more than 2 weeks. No ma gazette ama nia nti omo gazette ye na ye no etima nya omo nyina data omo to postings beba as soon as possible. Ebi kura ho a etimi ye de omo ka postings ye ba ye ho. And the problem now about this year is not from national service. Radio Okodu Otan and Way America. And information I would the brain. I knew information or Ghana card so much. And I'm going to mean our postings.
Okay, maybe some question be earlier. Okay, so be address. But I say, address. Maybe some say, you knew be the documents, the information, accurate. And so all challenges in registering.
Okay, so preview to now this data mismatch in my a computer, a system. So definitely there will be issues. Maybe you have 1 or 2. If you have a genuine problem, by your officer, and those problems should be resolved. Maybe a data entry error. Those are not a problem. But the majority of them, find themselves in the data mismatch category.
Okay.
Until you release over 85,000.
In Shiraya fan 104.5. And we are dead.
Going forward, it can even be more depending on the people who register onto our system. And that is where we are so far. Registrations, start here. They can go to our centers from Monday going. Now, registration. If you also requesting for reposting, any illegal, but you must give reason why you should be reposted.
Okay.
Yeah, so be a reposting now. National service was a serious. In 2 cases. Time I make hono and I come to my atana Kumasi came come in tana came in Faka that time 50 pesos. They be a manco. And 2 gems will be there will be a service someone. But there are some who are yes to every law there are exceptions. There are some people who are genuinely they have reasons
on health
him be our yari lactating mothers. So by your office now you have evidence to say wo condition ya wo mu e hiama say do to be a beboa the law na ye dey national service in my kwan.
In Shiraya fan 104.5. And we are dead.
Strategically, GS for any arrangement. Am I areas I am funny pan concoboa? I don't for no national service. GS.
National service. Say be some minor. Some minor. You subsidize education with tuition fee. They are not for him. Then so we will be buying all invest here. Fees are even form crowd on foreign students are normally no boarding because omunu nyasa government subsidy.
You see that candidate you go school mensa and the day.
Yes.
Book na that textbooks na the man ni nyina no. Na ento if any also you go school. Ni nyina na the man free abai na here.
Enti wa ba kosom o man kakra na obi a wawie school obi a person otena krum obi a person.
Exactly. GS for so man.
Obi a person otena.
Government are direct say areas are areas are ye ni akyerɛkyerɛfo a ya na ba TV so Nhyira FM ene multimedia for mu kotwa ba say ha say 6 class 1 to class 6 in crowd 1 ni 2 no immediate address ya be say deliberately ya be say national service personnel sakọ enkro ni bi crowd ha mu provide accommodation national service for
so we teacher na onye teacher crowd mo de be
oh no say yes so ye nim say we mu no my education and this is very issue no be aba say ye nyini mfiri no ma how na kwakọ
on this very issue ade an man ye din ema obi a won free krom ni say omo na omo free krom ho no no a omo nya ntetia ma benya ntetia so nkobo omo krom no they are not willing to go back to their hometown. For instance obi a medical doctor training awi ni krom ofri maybe a weche kakra obekwa ko hye ne nkofo no o se bi obeso otekumase na me ti nkofo na mi fi nkofo group
pride was our community
exactly na me teta fun share so mi fi ta fun share so enko na do fi talents ni so onko me na me nko do fi boko ni so onko boko me na me nko boko
it may look at the but is a reality.
That's a reality.
Me ya tete mi kumase mi share so na me trans antase na manyina yem bibia kumase na matana. What I say, so will continue to make a shribo dia. How do I say immediately? But wow, what body? Atena body engineer will be biano. So never really as a combo body for also body for Canadians. And I said, Obia really say about one to come for.
Jamfi, I didn't think I patriotic.
Minia, Emissary. Dear Keskin, emissary. You see, that is the essence of leadership. Actually, say there is a gap.
Sure.
Over the years, and then a year
to break the gap.
What you say?
Sure.
A issue until leadership was created for reasons such as this. Until over the years, now MPP about now NDC.
Nshiraya FM 104.5. And we are
our heads in shame because it is an issue which was supposed to be solved by leadership. Also, Kromani a major minor, no, near minor major. Dear Winia, Jantuah tell Casa, my dean, I'm here. Well, dear Winia, no, you're funny serious. Dear Winia, near two, ADHD. National service issues, see, and your baby and was supposed to national service personnel co. And your baby and as supposed to say, could be or honor teacher in what. And your national service, and I was a coffee less agabon.
Would that be in casa?
Just making a point.
Yes, he's making a point. He's not necessarily
referring
is being created. Somebody must step in before you get trained teachers there. And also you don't
right, and baby teacher national service personnel national service personnel national service personnel mentee on your mentor. And I was say under the supervision of Obi. Also Obi ni hunting and fananko. What you say? And I was say a share Ghana the way see a newmanum a ye. Etua minimna enka my dream baby. Mostly also political parties number power. Omode a kind of job for the boy. Because any capabilities, abilities, and potential. And PRO national service, he best fits. But elsewhere, no. Ubon say the encofubia kugua, omuni nimdia. I was had and one omuni nimdia enquetry. And to the Okato, a problem also solving. Now that no nemu. As I mind better than Yakuanim. I was a Ghana Yakuanim. Enti enkomoi ene de Jantuah be di ni ade e kra no Ghana nya o Miami hu ni say e was a overly partisan. And say overly partisan. As I am kwenim down.
If you over partisan, you should do that with honesty.
Can you imagine?
You do that with honesty.
Enti say ye program na mo ka say calling na say serial call say fra. Maybe say wasted time, wasted platform, wasted Mopa munyai. Some of you mama Syria call us a free. Papa, a bonio or see a year. That is on the side of NDC. Papa, a bonio was here a year on the side of MPP.
We will go into a program.
MPP. What I say? How do we build a country like this? I was a call us the bum. And Anka, a genuine call us never one cabin problem. But call us a bum.
But just an intimate box you're winning together. Be a caller. Well, and also you're very discerning.
I branch about what they say.
And it is part of society.
Whenever baby could be a platform, could be he speaks to the issues before.
No,
he's an exception.
Time already. The first
but that's it. Yeah, issues near here. She Kuruma Bamfo, Japadia, say, or here even Rita, your contracted facility will Kuruma. Interest rate near there. We'll be quite Bosia, or the Bashana demo of I see wash it. How do we deal with this?
We starting.
Yes, let me start with you.
Right. Many Amedasi, now much here, former VRE boss, was I a mentor. Okay. Papa no alive, MFPA. Mr. Edward Kwame Ofori. Mr. Edward Kwame Ofori. Na bro wetia out of kakra. Nyamishra no. Nti emze na ocho dane baso 29th of November. Edru ha yebeba ababeja.
Nshiraya FM 104.5.
Ghana, predominantly religious people. It may be started on this tandem. on say Eradi Nyankopon boss for ni assassinate the woman in a way and say na Eradi Nyankopon hwe de oye nyina na hwe eye papa meboa kesken ekwa sorry ache nti yeshia say ya na yakabi na a 23 nti no wanka amen o se de nyame boy bia aye papa menua eye papa o nti e na mebisa me ho say me dika ahwe OSPD no. There is no government in this country. Obetimi abobosia. Abosia no be do so a chain sika. Onwa na bemu nkofo luti. Ensi da. Aban bia no obetimi abagana ha. Obetimi abobosia. Na ne bosia na obebo within even 8-year term no. Ebe do so a chain corruption. Sika ne onwa nkasa na bemu fo be wiada. Enti aban bia nkobema na ni ada ho. Now I tackle the issue of corruption very well. I'm telling you, say, by default, or be successful. By default. And no who test them, I say, Eradi Nyankopon hwe de oye nyina na hwe papa. Corruption, de boni enom oman bia muja. Enti hwe amaya ho do bi te say China no mo a omon so we ya na yekobo otu eku na. Enya by magic eno my successful. Obi se Ghana ye ne China na shasie ye ne Malaysia na shasie ye ne Singapore na shasie ena omahu sabi nyansa ayo madwen say bosiabo is not the way to go na mum yen tighten yen belt locally you see say we are by now say we wadwen say oh baba suma my
in Shiraya fan 104.5 and we OSP nanado na de ba yemeboa but no krenie yante match under nanado leadership nanado na do OSP buy on a promise ye no de buy yante match President Mahama one promise we corruption e papa bia but obuy en hu say o use OSP no e de adwuma advice am de be man because on it so ne say senka o ye serious Nanka were looking even beyond OSP. OSP back was already whole Ghana in Juma. And as a boss, baby, obe free or no a trillionaire. But of course, steady or Ghana, but who can was scoreboard the Juma. And I'm a boy. And the OSP, no, I was here duplicating. What you say? Near decentralizing. Nanka region behind an OSP. Ministry behind an OSP. What did I make? If we are serious about fighting corruption,
problem. If you say you have OSP and say corruption,
Minia, what is the work of OSP? Yeti hey say Ministry of Sports corruption because was here expect to say one kisi jabeno on one emewe.
Somebody should.
Of course,
it's an agency.
Or 7 divisions who are among
I know. But the meme can say, and he say each ministry, you were necessary. As I go by the name necessary OSP, but you were because
masa ministry be our internal auditors.
Masa. When you get any other. Internal auditors or bad now. You have told you never know did you know I mean why AL near the books about
internal auditor nominate.
Well, the mammy external on internal the you cannot create
scrap internal.
You cannot create hominia. Internal auditor on your management member. Internal auditors, how many management members? Management is in the chase can. Near Chai money be. Incident of Babeka. External no so bad. Oba Ghana Health Service, for instance, say ye mau sika na allowance or whatever near the paper number. Through your trade name and your trade signature and your trade amount and your trade sign. And so, but amount to show that. Who did the mechanic? Amount to the trade amount to the amount show that. I know, say, other areas, any departments. Ghana Health Service Assembly making.
Okay, me private school I'm going to any.
Yan tre and shahod that. Uti, Ubetre Udin, Ubetre number. Now, what sign it amount to show not the pay amount. All the time, amount to show all the time, obit my audit. There was amount to show. All the time, being seven previous, seven, and a hunyansa. After phone, telephone numbers now, after the 15 July. Under ABA, Medical Ghana Health Service, FSV.
facilitated supportive visit. Yema was saying, what the BI is other. So how can you tell me say if you want to fight corruption, we should rely on auditors? From my personal experience, it doesn't make sense. Me say OSP no say the akwawe hu say ayehu kisi ajabe no esi ayehu kakra no.
In Shiraya FM 104.5.
Any ade nyina no. Say ye jankofo mani eden sa. Ah mo ye genuine. Now you replicate it in almost every region. Oh, the ministry be it was 16. I check various ministries now. Na omo ye juma. Perhaps we will go a step further in our fight against corruption. Na ekobane sa so a me say medical ka say sika bia na obitima bobo busia bia na obitima boy be chen sika ye wia wa ha. Ubenya sika bebre. Na dia ye juma bebre. Say de be ya bungalows. Ebewo public institution BM na say etua e post obi to baby a obi a per reposting was it say making sense obi a dey making sense obi a per reposting be making sense because oba me constituency atuma go be Jan North you nkro bi rapon adeja baso atuntuma achinamo edan bia ni wa kra na ba betena ho I'm telling you ya campaign akọ nyina edan bia network kra ni ho light ni ho. Now I say me inquire national service. What are you telling me? It's now opposite teachers are monko. Well, so it's so because of how corrupt we are as a people. Now say yes, chairman went to me and one bass and you see people sitting on radio saying say number 2 Mahamaka number 2 OSP na BNI you said na yes you ba obi say ono so ba ono so you bachi chinkofo agum ebi cry a flyer say abro nye na be your friend say BNI boss say then you see I sit back and I ask myself say are we thinking like human beings? Yes we be one basem ye nyina ye tie prosecuting body no echi say say married to omo a ute married to omo ye nyina ye tie chire say the China for be no ye nyina ye tie na chi UMPP ni o UMPP flag bearer kwa tanachi say me hu ni pa bia abedu honom ya teche because corruption there e ade a emwa ma man chichire enkonani
but so TMPP for no so an omo kan say they are not for corruption obi obi edi oman sika omo support so obi edi oman sika ye nyere no but processes now the nipa na be form no so no isn't it of importance
about your process bit say
for instance say
you nipa ni the bill term kese ato bi so
eno could be one ofo obi ti say dubu ahenom ne ade a it is no ewo Ghana ni bia tim say omo wie sika meanwhile the process is now still in court
there be the moment e be chill no when you feel crasa enya dubu ahen asem o timantem tech bomb so ha na say you so people create an impression enti no dey massa no dey
na ye betimi de ne ekoso wo ye society no ye betimi ama ye state institutions no so replicate here no
the main change say the moment e be so my be hand Kofi on e be cry what did he
because this is OSP
but
yama all the powers yama 7-year term say renewable but you see him lamenting I don't have this, I don't need this. The last time I call was it news file on something cry or told you is he really serious to do the job?
His seriousness will come from your support as a journalist, from my support as a citizen, from their support as political parties. More responsibility. Masa, Obi a politician. I'm here in my capacity as a consultant. Did you get a point? Of course. Papa no support Ben. Support Ben. I am not Papa no cry me mobo. Uko elsewhere. Omo etumi combat the issue of corruption. Citizens need to support whoever is mandated to lead. Kisia Jaben OSP me Office of Special Prosecutor no directly or indirectly no me so me mo hobby. Etua hobby, Keskin hobby. Osu hobby. Ye nyina obi on peko. Osu ni what dey na say o corrupt. Then I say
Kisia Jaben na corrupt.
Why won't support to be no? E just say you are corrupt and you are scared say one day no e be so mu. But until say you best support papa no, as so for best supporting and none best supporting no. if I no be deriving the strength efi o ka say issue asam get wa okronfo bia no ho nipa kronfo nipa boni ni nipa wudi ni bia ni ho o si papa we enko every ni nsemu me you think if you don't support him obit my mo say oto ankwano ma metibi o ba bi kra na mboafu
samba so
ankwano ma kra de no so oto de ye graveyard than that what you say I'm say MPP ni NDC ni asma me kan omu me no nyina support you but as first time na me enti enche na me de ma no ba be see no
enche first time na me
o say enche the way the ekwe de nya de be because the mu ye de ense say me manage what on yet kromo ha obiti me ka say can it na asema na na no ka che omo say se wabom na kire wado na kire wabom mu say dey that was then wado na kire wabom mu say abre no so na ye say Ghana a beacon of hope for Africa because the narrative nene say wado and the chile wabung but the narrative necessary etu ya be was it chiane chi obi twa 8 years I didn't know was a chiane chi obi twa I was so more and I was a chile obi twa 8 years but Ghana I am say ya to be a trip say unya bepe obi twa 8 years when you am breeding corruption one special prosecutor and the medium tanechi obianta na chi amenko ame se metanechi
from 2018 ebepem sabere den na waye no sonko
the likes of
the existence of the OSP no anytime ana ni ho no what have changed e corruption fight no
at least number 1 say obaye watimi a convicted one is it and the Osu right and Kofi bi so tahidu mo etuetu amafo so na back door omutua dey publish. Okay. So, Oma me bear 5 seconds. And can able to deal with and he is doing well. Just say supporter we here onyaye. Yes, sir. About 104.5. And we what demonstrated so far 10 months he said he's for. What I say? He wants to combat it. Support a papa ni esua or to ankwano bi no. On fama no. Papa no fanya edu.
Ajia me ntio on the issues.
Very quick one but yeah banana na Jantuah kada I disagree strongly just that me buy me refi na
enya na Jantuah and kan FDA na
I know kan FDA
that's saying
obi akọ crash stainless steel chance ya ode ba nti ode we betum another say na oda market no oda beton stainless
steel. You are overly simplifying the matter.
I am look at it come ha adaya da say na ye de ka aduane no e ma cancer it is obi nam no share kwenkwenwura asesi aso okoto ana ne yam hihye ne say yes e ma cancer meme na na fie posa odi 114 years ko da san ya no didi mu adu wuye
that time no no munsi
so senior you see sometimes obi businessman no say ya humu unim obi akọ crash stainless steel chance ya odeba nam me no ka say bi esipu so ayeba
ai beti na ka
etu okete sa ankomo we system ni mu a buy ya bet stainless steel hwan ni na nkofo gusu to masa da san ya na ebedidim edeba sa na muken no omu nkofo adwuma kwa nti omu ya da san ya da
one say research
yes na abutori wa na uja abutori mu a
research ya dey here pa and I want to say FDA no so kasa na o man kasa in
no I am not doubting FDA them better catch omu say
so I'm doubting FDA there what's the
that be sa omu come on e omu nyan sa na no ba ku better radio so I say o so le anopa na say glass wo ho a o so le anopa na lunch no ewia to so akogina won fo ni hwe ni din sa it is good for the site just say niam a be mani pada ni aponche kwa o so le anopa no akogina glass ho
in Shiraya FM 104.5
na ma dem tutu me to anase minyai eti saa de na obi aka ne selesi nkense no oba on family Shiraya FM ha o kasa obi abe market
ba we de ne wo na wo kasa ne FDA kan no on kasa obi ayi
me na me see hu omo over the years saa no omo ye over the years that is what they do I am going to attack in market
no but what you are saying is dangerous because I would say FDA it's a whole authority. Certify what is wholesome to be consumed.
I am not.
This is such a body at the research.
I am not referring to FDA.
I am saying what are you referring to?
I am saying that some of these and
you don't believe in your
before it will come. There is some business aspect of it.
So we interested, baby.
What I say, and now I'm nim said that sense you obi so adwuma. Omunim say nkofo adu obi so adwuma oye provider ase. No. You see, how discourage people from purchase. The point is, you try come how did that same sister Fisher ban queen that same one or can. Ya dia obe discourage yama.
Jantuah can say me or say that the same no turn mono. Who send you sit here? Who you see after 2-3 years? What him said that the sign of crazy. Didn't hear him meta. I
didn't who go school. I go school. So what the idea is just to be a job on and lose in size. Where to so who here the best science. I didn't be a just to a job on and yet I send I want Naka in me. What am I going to do there? Mamma come and say, you do what you do what you scientifically
FDA and a year a Jumaku cream one. I want to check a Diana Udia a year. Ensure I no more a year. This baby crab by Jasso. That's almost to say, yeah. Or what is that dear way? I will say free market. The any body kitoa or must have you me a fan of trash.
But yeah, you better do that. That's it. The bit do. That's my cancer. Unu. You're going to test your crack. You're going anymore. OSP come on now.
In Shirai FM 104.5.
Conversation around the OSP, maybe also around the Attorney General. Say Attorney General is talking too much. But let me look at my mention agency name maybe so. Yeah, NDC for. And you any breed can ya baba. What I say? Ya baba mu pen. Ntu he amamu we ya e yadutwam. Obi aban we say around the 1 year and no corruption scandal. MPP by the time na PDS scandal na honi ni na mu. Obi ya alert because President Mahama we twen obey you. 60 at now ministers around Ghana and do 60. Can you imagine? But Ghana ne run ye full about form nema boy full aduane boy full bia obi na
bi so. Shirai FM 104.5. And we
liters. I'm say what? Is it Ghana? 200 liters. And so people have seen it. Sa niama na ye hunu. A experience and this ni President Mahama wo. Experience ni bi ni say ya ba bam President most of the time. Senior what the police is the church and two new. Ya chichi bi before ni gidi tumrika do mu ko jina court e ko see sen.
Me kai all the 29 cases mu lusu ni nyina.
Ati ene. Se ya sa ne Ghana fo adi nkomo say enkofo yi Oma yesi na Ghana for say nya gidie dia babie ma. Yen say tutumrika ta fa fo omo nko. Na yen say nja omo nyina na bi before sa fa me campaign kesken mo for to 2020.
Shirai FM 104.5.
Omo ka bi nchiro da. And this for by one omo na tum. Enti sebi. Yesu nyansa. This time there's no rush. Rush in be home. Take your time and do proper investigation. Unim cases na 29 cases na bi wo ha. After review, we realized that the merit of the subject to cry case in the company or so a technicality of the case out. So now, so what's I 2 million?
Require the jurisdiction of a said court.
No, I'm talking. Ghana former 2 million say, Yamusen Kofi, you corrupt, and it is true. President Kufuor and Alhaji Bamiya's government will go down as the most corrupt government ever Ghana has experienced. Minim, some corruption experts be better actually. Every institution
in Shirai FM 104.5.
Tomba no convince wa we in charge no for Liana because it cannot happen say aban be ba bam. Na baby abi bia scandal. It happened under President Kufuor. What I say like udin wa want say but esi. And Ghana for am overwhelming majority. Ato abama say aban we dey. Omo bo man na mu me ni ye. Oba na da be tumrika akojegina court. Na jeja wo mu nyina no enti OSP any Attorney General don we ye say they have to keep us updated because ye na di tumi na ma
Shirai FM 104.5 e we
for there no hu no be kirem say ye call OSS be fie no ye call fa e-switch card over 100 million Ghana cedis na na guso e ma na me kan Ghana for because what they call court. Yeah, who said? Yeah, who said?
104.5.
Any gifty? No, I'm going to say NSP o ma kasa do mo asa to so as national service personnel a file scale gu so a na etu escama o auditors dey abre eno so emenka enti the oil ni say ogibi Ghana for update so what study a attorney general file case no court to pay on kan ho asem because at that time abeye court nsem o there just monitor amount of
104.5 and we
talking about it. But before say obe file case it is incumbent upon the attorney general the OSP to brief first young Ghana for say ebo abusan for adwuma na mde man say na akosi aha say yekoye say we yekoye say we buffer stock buffer stock for no o say see o ma briefing yanya evidence of nipa no ebi ototo ne properties o ma trace hu companies ototo ye ni nyina what they beto Ghana for anim yahunu once he files the case to court on kan wan sem biem because say court na di asem enti omo ye say e dey na omo ye dey na omo ye no eye Ghana for na ama yetumi Ghana for na ama yakonya say yemeso mo omo Ghana for nya gidie wa NDC mu say sankofo we mu omo bebo man no mo ye ni yi ya ba ya omo nyina so hu say ahohare aba ye ni yi na mu mete say keep Ghana for including wo a wote ase obi a wote mi obi owo dwom updated say kofo na mo de o man ma on say no mo ye afa ya wie ya da koma eye emranimfo omo dwihwem no mo famra omo betuma ka say omo dwihwem no omo anya hwe okay there's no doubt about that. But until it is incumbent upon us of the government to keep informing Ghanaians, keep them carry Ghanaians alongside. Emma Ghana for who says saying echo. I don't see anything wrong with that. Anything wrong with that. And to Amu bring OSP no senior senior. So how will we discuss it? But
now I didn't say a wolf for I know home quite. The fufu no beba ye be court.
No, but I told you
say kente hey ono na owie bibi during no moteno a court no e be rule on that. And na ye pray e mo kan say bisa.
No, enye say ye pray. And somebody be ho a say wu hu na utimi de to dem no wan kan mani panta na nipa bonini na mpega na yi. Yet to Chrome has saying free SHS and cry o mudidi o SHS. Mimi nwa bi ko SHS. Okwa ne ho a o se na si kire kuta na no de ko. Opa bi phone line too. E koma according kura no wo school man da president Kufu ado ne ba omia amamu no na say onipa na de na kwatena so na mfa aduane ni nko ho no no ono fum skani to ajapade to ne ma wo se hu a tana so men kama Ghana fonte e de me kama na mu ne yedi e na no me ba sister duchumuwa o sia me
enye kwa ni nti a ye wo court wo krum ha
entra me ka cho say once the case is filed
atua me ba ye de mra show mo nsa say obi a yesusu so odi bone no omo na betimi asilipi se bone na yesusu no eye no kre odi ampa na bone na odi ye na ho asotwe ni je say ne mo hu a mo abeka no womframa wi what is achievement
achievement ne say obi Ghana for na ma yetumi ene ye kire Ghana for say ne ba ye hu court no is incumbent upon the court to decide and press conference be no attorney general na say OSP aya o ma conclude on the case say ye wie ya say enti ya kwati ne pa no Kofi
say ni pa ni nyina ya bobo mudin na anu de Ernest Akori Emmanuel Kofi nti Reverend Dr. Amisha Dai Owusu Ansa Isaac Crystal Kwadwo Damwanom no do you think say even court of tena o masem na ko base they are exculpated from the crimes no Ghana ni hia no a obedwen say papa we no nifo
anti enu ti na ye kan wi yan fa na go say prison Angelina na ye na court.
Okay.
Anti you see when you so pick up a public officer you can't live your life like obi or number or a private person. What I say ye de Ghana sika atu aka ya mo aka adam na say mutimi church debe conference nam US nam de daka na say wa ba na yesi be accountability I was say you go do area council na me
104.5
so sometimes some of the things let's not mama man go for ho nya corrupt.
Okay.
Senior, I got 5 seconds spare.
Quick one.
I am beginning to make something out of Attorney General and OSP as as against the fact say woka say ebe court na court na be decide no. Minim say Attorney General and OSP na dwen here almost say because there are precedents say and you may be a court and the judges perhaps mishandle the issues into or shada so evidence and I yet true said there or press conference or can the people can take him on and I'm a one and the chair say or man case in more you do. That is how I'm seeing it. Said you buy because there was no evidence. I said any pana acquire properties be your baby. Our properties no, it doesn't match his salary and I say whatever he's doing. Now say what he can decide about. Na ekoko na court no ka exonerate.
It will be dangerous to say you be haba and I be kakra say cases we call court judges mishandle. Judges decisions are taking in is rooted in law. That is why I say omudu was we now okay okay mami just suppose and I'm so one tia I'll come back to you but
mami no asamen church for bi mami make Miss first statement say wa o serve wa ban mu odun saka aban sika bia no wow serve Janvi una will say defend wow serve wa ban we don't saka ban sika bia me news
in she riot fan 104.5
it's not a banana republic say obi aya de bonia you will proceed the nipa kwede efemu etwena so let me go tell you what you say the first point I'm basically making here Janvi on say eba attorney general Jumede ni suban a wada na di ho a ase efa NDC ni ho ska bin change ska bi et oponi a case na e work court obetom so case ko 8 years maka se ni pa ko ndie course at the tail end of the case and on file say judge not to some so they have to change the judge you change the judge no let's all say fi baby case no baby an MPP fi aban mu no that's the truth unima usunim but yeah omu serious oh there been a case cost 8 years but there was a change of judge that is the first thing so attorney general buy you know the first action taking was to finally prosecute some of the cases it is an attorney general not Ghana's can be mu ya change bia on can say
questionable
Ore no papa ana owo Unibank kana before
but Doc Oshase wow you made a fantastic point say Ghana is not a banana state.
That is the point me that's what I'm saying attorney general is being hypocritical. That's the first point I want to prove or say ora kana before it can go say 60% 40 there no filing plea bargain next what admit says ke bia kwone ho it's 40% na the Chanya Ghana ska
also that channel
40% next on tia o 60-40% of that channel is that not the case so if say that case and that one about 5.1 billion right now say 40% channel that's it's more than scam alleged say afa ora NSC boss friend say 50 or say CB mo say afa ni sase this can be say bia na. So why are we being hypocritical as Ghanaians?
Now, what me
as a member of New I'm coming there, me baho. Me biso, na me hu omo graphics bi omo say scar afa oro say being sase.
She riot fan 104.5
448 million 202,404.46. Me say national service don't budget can I say for the whole year. No, I'm just making a point.
I'm talking about 4 years.
More budgets no. Na yes saying. What divide this amount by 4? Next every year on average. No far about 5.1 billion cedis. No, 510 billion. My point is that's my point. The amount looks too huge in the face of NSA. A budget, you see. It's NSA budget. NSS, that says on the authority. It's NSA. Only say it means that this amount, no, about 510 billion cedis every year.
Million.
There be billion as well million. Because the figure almost figure 2 billion. 2 billion 510 million.
Yes.
It means a 510 million cedis every year.
Yes.
In my budget, no budget so far. You are so getting me. Me say more budgets. Then you are so getting a point. You are so getting a point. NSC a budget for a year saying.
And I mean,
no problem. So these are things that me as a layman. I mean, National Service Authority. I mean, National Service Authority means that particular. Our your corporate affairs director. What I say? These are questions I'm here. Me bisa me ho. And this is budget done so far. Next NSC cash cow. What I say? Because if all these figures are true, that be what I say. Next, the who knew, and the who
she right fan. 104.5.
Na yen tuawa keska. What I say? So me am dey say issue ne court. Issue ne court ba ko benya kwan ayi ne ho ano.
Okay.
Na menia, mama nkasa asem wi. The entire attorney general all behaving less of a lawyer in this case as a public prosecution.
That is quite true.
No, me say less.
Less of a lawyer.
Less in the case say public prosecution. Let me give you an example. In a recent press conference, he used words like this. Say these are accused people. They were operators of a criminal enterprise. What conclude you? Or say they were lawless looters. What conclude you? Or say the actions no, they were perpetrators of a jungle behavior. It will make such conclusive determination say we are and that public prosecution debut.
But so him say any lawyer ni never conclude.
I don't get my point. That's why I'm saying he being the attorney general. No, he's supposed to act better and act right. Because I know that about the oh we are USK. Me some can we
the concern by say Nana Akufo-Addo no ye president that time my yet say so we seeking na wabana ba mu a and your private sector because who na ba mu unya kwanya nya sika bia the so free aban mu 10 months na attorney general and other state institutions here investigations no more the self figures we ba one thing say
that is why attorney general say that's what tell me say menye obia a defense attorney me ngasa mu bia but me point as a Ghanaian no otina you want to that's what to Patrick so we corporate affairs director Patrick you say wo buy no what you guys say Patrick ya kronfo na kan nyina attorney general account as say Patrick ya na so nya obi anim and obi am Patrick ya kronfo ye wi anya the bail condition nyansa bia anim to Patrick ti so Patrick o ma me awu akonya ne bra otunya ne ba de e be ja mo Kofi na Patrick atwemu you say na due process they make can say that is not law what more punishing go for with bail what more punishing go for with due process and that is what is happening the dependent the bonia otina bi no say me na maye now so mu casket yeah oh you nya evidence and you dey be na bonten o the court and your court reporters and ameboa it should be a court dem go for reporting of course it that is attorney general be John now on the bet say so and pani pana first can say nipa we ade why it doesn't make sense
atia can say they are in offices on behalf of the citizenry. Do not discover BB. On person mama man for who say near air kosuni so that they don't leave the population in the dark.
Make us say and your citizenry na constitution is your mama. Constitution I'm sure. Me your citizen bia. Me point am making say untimi and dental obi image. Abraham fanin court. Man for do one example. I do one case. You can say do one USK accounts then later documents appear court quite as ampa. So accounts can you do one there. I just a pseudonym and national security you see because national security national security 104.5 tell no baby is come out you know maybe
they are only being persecuted.
Me say the point is say in Ghana the history of Ghana is be post regime accountability politics and PNP aban bi wa aban mu a ana sa akoko be prosecuting go for bi ni ho. That's a statement of fact. It's about for no so bad. It's also the campaign say we ma disca no. The best way in answer say onya bibi e di show sampa ma disca be ma kokko. Yeah. So that is and this has been researched onya na asem na make am. I can give examples from Kufuor time, a to also be see Mills time, a to also be see friend say another time as at so. Me point am making here. So when answer somebody can about obi na say ba kwa discana evidence say the usikana go to court o ma bontin e ma o na nipa kwa top property even Hanan issue here ba na say and say be mu kwa contest property so mu show kwanya enya Hanan dia e o mo dia me say be mu contest but na me tu and this fofu bi Patrick mu aban mu nei mu nsem bibi free the cost nei o tsa esia hwe ma make say persecution that's the first thing the second thing is say esia mu say esia mu say unko for USK no problem move for monko mo wi Ghana scarce kan mani bi o ti ase but I make catch am say mo share so mo fantum hofo ko tse bi esia kan ma make say persecution mo na for dey say mo $3 million houses small airport hills no Now they have to give account. As I'm random who cry for offers resist cano. No, never.
In future, position on this matter.
Mr. Me position is say, wow, what the Ghanaians Cabiano. Accountability is a must.
As a member of the MPP, a young one was said, my members in the ISN.
I alleged Pakrono. There are people in Meboma alleged, we say Asabi. Remember the allegations we started also. And the Ram Mills Mahama first time. Okobo Chamina now later I got a media mono. Yen the late Osako Tomiami and Peter for the late. Or the same Dominic Kojan you know, say Bibian. So the fact that I make allegations against you, no, does not necessarily mean say why. That is why I make a chat Attorney General say, oh, hasten slowly. That's why I'm running, even the constitution presume say, Nipana was what Boneno. He's presumed innocent until proven guilty. But the press conference is near the Patrick who can see
Patrick 104.5.
And we corruption also. You even mentioned PDS, so I'm about 10 months. But PDS, I shall say in March 2019. I shall say in 2017. That was even another false statement. What I said, my point I'm making here. So, Obia discuss.
104.5.
That's why I put not Jantuah, so even for a corruption cases, Kenya specialized courts. I think that is an intelligent submission. What I say, the parliament go through process. No, Namra claim that not for someone who say, "Oh, this can be an hour, this can work with you." That is maybe I may come once my energy. But no, but anybody near Bonibia, only prove you a allegation one making to Bonibia assistance. Now based on one allegation, you what in the trouble on thing? Yes, that is any Paquabo chrono where Cronfort when your property. Now, and for Obiana and life, I know as about politics, you know. What are you? And I should just send this last warning. The irony is, Obia would be on Fanco. But one more Baymuno, you should be guided. Say, Otsna, Ewo, Otsana better particular. Nima Mia, because Uncle Yanema, and Samani Belu. And they soon forget, because there is tomorrow.
Mate, yes, a very quick one, just 2 minutes. I had a breath, food and gas. You see, Sikana Ebodi, you know, your more is ceremony Ebodi. Oh, I do my move. Me better Hano. Me trail number of ghost names I identify. Ye free listening. That is a moment. And I make trail say, multiply 40,000 by 715 every month. Never scam no more. I found every month. You see? And Commander Yedino. I don't charge you. And Commander Yedino. We are not just mentioning figures. Forensic audits.
I'll come back to you, don't worry.
Forensic audits. And the report say, Oma identifies this number of ghost names. Every month they were paying to them. And the ghost names in Kwao. Omu creative fake vendors. National Service were genuine vendors. I know Muya Juma. Obia Baso was Oya National Service. Ultimate Jeep product with the Sabia, Brenda, Ebia, Nti, Mantibia, Tona, Tutia. According to the forensic audit report, they created a fake vendor. And over 760 National Service personnel. And all those monies were going to certain account. Who account? What the hell defenders are there?
Casking point and they say, determine say, vendor be a fake, vendor be a genuine.
Because what's it? On trust audit service for you. Audit
service your court. Audit service your court.
Oh, you see.
Cases,
you know, and Commander
Yedino address me.
Yes, and Commander Yedino. Obian and Judge Obiao. They are who near and to get national service. Deputy Director General at the time who pay do 15,000. Men are catch. Now to car cyber truck $100,000. I will say Emian Busa. I don't know what within sound. Or a gift cyber truck avatar.
Oh, of course, son, a Ghana high one, your mra, a casafa unexplained
wealth. You see, some things raise concern. Senior, what you
we are making determinative cases.
Cascan, right?
Sika for far, men on the two chroma. Sika for far. Who Utoyota Corolla, Covido Bucadi Bomuka, Brabra away. I bet defend you on one way I'm ever fool. We are talking about Obia 15,000 a month. What was cyber track? What was avatar? AC real estate. And if we raise issues about it, what's a political witch hunting? I don't know what I didn't say.
I even use that word. That even use that word.
No,
they just twisted the mechanics.
You see, and Commander Yedino, senior, Obiani San Obiao. And ɛna obiara so obi nya hwea ne
FM 104.5
President Kufado. How many institutions are in Ghana? How many institutions are we discussing corrupt practices? Any person here do omako jina court, any person here do omo hon komo. Is it everyone? Ya ba yi na na do appointees ni nyina do omako jina court. Ada na ya appointees say A B C D E F. Enti hwe nko so ya ta omo nti.
Say ensemoni nti na eche di.
Exactly. Enti you see and koma me on he ta mana me kasa because you say kesken me the akoso national service no. Me bisa me ho say he do you know that the Sikana Aye National Service Sikana, according to the forensic audit, and again I am quoting it, they made an investment to ADB, and every 3 months they were picking interest on it. National Service for personals new into I. Obia Oye service and anado upa be full line too. Oye service in 3 months and near 12 bako. If you have 4 months now bako. No, this kind of investment to ADB. The interest. I forensic audit now. I publish the account in. Go and read the report. Yeah, this time come over here no power here. Kesken am nimo. Also me I emotional because yeah say me I'm not feel.
Raya fan 104.5. And we are den.
Ada yo kram timi nyale. Enti Cocoa board contest one am sorry. Everybody sorry Cocoa board contest one homa china ma be dwale Cocoa board contest because ada na wo fi ono. I can't even enter na mako dwale. Na wutu anyina o ma me nu o papa ni ho. Now, so we saw 715 Ghana cedis. No, I buy. I don't know for the buy that tuya. No, be our nurse or no distributors can discover your investment. You interest. You are here this money defending this person. Kesken. I don't know what that is.
No, I said no kind of one defending.
Master, he is painting the picture as if you see. No, oh, I want the picture in front of you. Who created an impression out there saying
the Attorney General is being irresponsible.
No, that's the point. Senior, any corrupt practices we need to brief Ghanaians. Okay. We will continue to brief Ghanaians about how corrupt President Kufado and Alhaji Mamia's government was. Okay, thank you.
You don't need to shout to be here.
No. I beg you.
He's been emotional. Largely metenase. But me question to Etua and his government they say oba abemu na say all you know, like Kesken rightly said. And they say it is all about and peculiar to NDC Aben. Obia wa bemwa, it is all about opposition. No, it is all about opposition. In Tiatua bit matana catch me say Obaye in NDC. Wagadri Biancoso.
Wati.
Me pacho. And I friend say security agencies, immigration at the Omonton.
Even CSHS postings.
CSHS postings near you get a point I'm making. What Ghana mine yes show. No, and your political party bina the person Gina Brand. What I say? And your political party bina person Gina Brand. Ghana mine any yes. Tell them see the two a canning and then they are doing that is idea they should go to the latter. What I say? But maybe problem is say my nice as to buy say opposition kwan e tata omo ena Kesken SIT classical case in contest say oba Attorney General by we no file nolly prosecute we are not interested oh yes you are being a hypocrite. What I say the all year MPP pay for no me pay on scrutinize on so o man where the BBC no to me top from bi o mo fa ntum okay but that notwithstanding no o make sure say on one kasa fie omo obeto omo no only prosecute no on twa so na obi a bibi born ho na lastly NDC aban na wo so eja hihia ekoso Jantuah betena ha na on man narrations bebre true and perfect kame ewo ho EPA obi na da no Ghana Standards Authority obi na dano. And so Jantuah abetena catch say fire safety then kra na bi ni ho. Enoma ye de combat fire. China more ho de bi ni ho.
Na business work kan asem.
Enti then na NDC impanyim for those especially those who handle some of these issues. Omo ye up. What I say? Obi anya na djuma ye. It is some heads must rule.
But say Patrick Eti bi ase. Obi afa ban sika irrespective of political color. Say ni pakro no, wanye madamfo. Scan of 5 many bi. But it is also irresponsible. Say by a presumption, say obi afeska and went no. Then the pakro no unfaning court. No already more calling pakro names. That's irresponsible. And that's why I said that Attorney General has been irresponsible. Because say irresponsible. And I'm say Constitution say you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. But the statements will make it here. And the conclusive terms will use here. Look at what say obi a operator of events a looting operation. And also obi a jungle looting activity. And say the back on here. Oh, you should you are so getting it. Me ba me say at Patrick I conform. A conclusive enough. And we are you are not helping matters. We are do by Sebi. Papa and Cow. Then I make them say Otsna Ewo. Otsna Ewo no and say Otsna and say bill conditioner to be an anyansa bi add to the petition. A due process and credit. Now you Otsna bi no Patrick unya boni bia. Dem go for be can say Patrick and there's an audit report. Why you say and Paco court, na court the bill bar is a different matter.
No, bail condition, senior. Based on
that. You don't get my point. Say court at the bail condition too, so it's a different matter. But when security agency say Yoko, and now police CID, and mom do unreasonable bail condition. It's all right, sir. Because Otsanso, right will be there. Because due process. And you people are due process.
So exercise discretion.
Exactly, it must be reasonable.
It must not be capriciously done.
Yeah, sure. Up to 283.
And why the capriciously done?
Yoko boss and the 2 won't meet his name send him.
50 minutes. No,
that was reasonable.
Sikate hon komo na yedi.
Nipa ya kana
sikate hon komo na yedi.
Atiam bacho, mamenye bacho.
Mitio.
Nipa ya kana ho asem. Ye say. Ye susu se ono ne ne company akotu asase mu adodode. Abepom ne quantification of that na your problem.
To quantify it.
Yes, ahwe damage akoso e wo ye man. This say the sika some opportunity so what is wrong with that?
The point is say you can't 50 million cedis meaning Ghana for do among 50 million no do even 3% of the population. My point I'm making one can say ni pardon na emphasize can round. What say ni pa obedi aginamu amano no. Say ni pa na emphasize can round. What I say? It's all we make it and no, so I can go far back. I can one answer. But I say, you know why it's in a then there's an issue.
When you miss a son, you may be son
can fight corruption.
That's why I give you. That's why I give you an example. Say you can use due process to punish people. Of your man on your boni biao, Janvi on your boni biao. Met him the smart to so as Yoko boss. Name your Janvi, 500 million cities bra. Do you confirm and confirm? Maybe you're not just a demo about 2 months. Yes, I've been the woman. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
That's the thing.
Hello, good morning.
Me Patrick. Make us free. I insabu sumo pre ma do so. Thank you. Ma me fa wakwenye sumo MPP media people. Me mom rant na basuka. No pa. Na umi aba ko kase. Enipa se mubie la ma collect ba. Sa asem na wo kan no me ne nyaade. Na wa make statement bi. Se wa ankasa asem na me am bo na baso. Ba bi obedine bia no. Ese so wo kan. Ebe den wo hu se di wo kan no. Enipa so. Osi national service no. Yeah. Estesta omo a wo me fan say wo Kumasi a na sa Central Region. Wo hia wo ho. Wo bi aspect. Wo hia wo ho. Nanso politics nti yes kokoda bia say wo a Central Region. Hwe say teacher for no nso yesu obi nkonko pesi national service teacher ni e wo bi asavi ade na sese ye ne cha politics nti cha asam na wo kan me pese me ma wo hu so wa kan fam bi abedru bi so se dia aban ne be na wa yes collection no na wo mo wa Asante region no Asante region
okay me da se pa na ne o kan ne se ebinum ene ba asama ya kan ye nti em se wan kase college nyina
Gada mi asum jenkan Paje fami Kofi buati nya kwa
enti you
by say dem do pie mu atwa kwa mo ba pa grisa dem asam MC e bi odi ni djuma Gada mi sham ni djuma mo bona Gana man pani ni e beda na se Ira John Dramani Mahama libre so hwe ni ma wo totoa enti ye de support Gana fo asofo ni ye ne ye mu ye kasai ataye rakisi jabe achi Gana man pani so tanachi institutions ahodo nyina na fe wo mo disika edi twirim yemfo mu nyina mara kwan no ni ye disika no wie na fe esese wo kotwirimu a wakwa akotwirim na me daga na mampani ase no na nsa na me ho mfa me kakra na me beti nura me ba small girl ko school o se da ye nya me term Ghana mampani e de sanje we ya ba se ye friend say government schools monso kese bi sija se ye mamu me term oh in fact Ghana mampani wo ko sua de na nyame nsira no so eni amemu a obu pedase.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hey, and then the new face now. Kesken, Dr. Kesken, me give you one minute now. Yo, me see you be so hey. Odi as a panic. Me see you be so hey. Say, it's maybe among what folks to say. It's here you could do any. Asimati, Kokumenta, one Akobu. Yet is Susumio, yet you to make a can call. Not yet the uncle of Gumin, Nanko for Casse. Hey, I have to Okubu or I don't know. So better. Young family for the Zimobian can. Family, this is what my young cafe. Your friends, I see this gold. Yadiana, I put with Eddie Gold. Gold bath, X-ray. Sam go back, you know, quite rich at the base. And the who can say, find out who started 8 million Ghana cedis. Nan Catafra, and you put the view. What is? What would you come to woman? What do you have done to Canina? Hundreds of millions of dollars. I just see someone I would be in Passatum. Munia Minaj.
Meda say, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, but you.
Corruption, I think I'm working. How did you na kasaka o se no support se na saka ti gwa na mkuti to akrai because ya pa di ni se bet mai bibia fa ho a o mo hu hwe ni pa na obi a no ho that corruption ni no o mo fa nko court na ambi ko no hu se no kwasa de ndi for kan no no kre anya fa na ko radio talk so o ma se o mo nya hwe so o mai bibi pa.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, brother.
Yes, sir. You.
Big Ben, page number 2, me that's a pen of a conya, dear mamma. Me brother, Eddie Kind. My main class, I say, we say, hey, the MPP4, a casse, former appointees, you know, one someone, don't tie in the Ababi Trabuno. Now, some papa view, Monashi, Nim, what Trakunas with you or trick. Then can I, some papa view, a 2 force in London, some woman. Oh, my penny, I said, you can't say, go for the Odami. So, a quite over first one day, you can't say a finance minister between the umpire. From him, there, and she knew to a band of become Ghana for a young grandpa. As I thought so, me, can't say, no. Hey, you can't say MPP4. Your men are one more, Mamma and Castle by him. Between me, 1 year more do on my way, and I will be young Konya will do so. No more say Ghana for a book. What a mutum when enter more person. We say Ghana for a book.
Okay, you, Madam, say a J for Messer Mona, you your free Juma no Esiha. Yamaya Doma das and the best next week, and I'll try as much as possible. Say, you have enough time. Now, so most submissions, you know, to me, Abba, Mamenda, a year, Yimano, or say Jemfi, as ase Kwame Etua Patrick and afi Dr. Keskin Owusu Poku wonom ena beboa ema yedi nkoma memfa nidie ema ne nidie ese no Nana Kwadwo Jantuah ono ena oye tibrekese edema the political desk na ofidium ha memfa ase da kese ema nsa no pay ono nso ebeboa Jeff ena tenachiri echinchima fidie no ma me se muhu ya me sha ase na ase me brepa with time yensa be kokwaso e ofidium ha ase konso na me hu no ane me konso amadi kan use no difference wom kakra so I'm struggling to adjust me dem say kakra no yensa be kokwaso na bibia atumi akokama ya frame Kwadwo Apraku Aluta call me Aluta for short ne ekoyie ye di mu aseda e matwedi amponi yankoyie no emrepam ye tenase a ye be ne yie na bibia nso akokama rich no mo tenase na omode sports enso atumi ato so that's ende ye be sen hia thank you